I'm Darren Kelly, joined by Jimmy Greville, and we're here for the second of the Glen Dimplex All-Ireland Premier Junior Camogie semi-finals. If you weren't watching our coverage earlier on, Armagh have qualified for the All-Ireland final on the 7th of August, beating Cavan by 113 to 2-3. But the question is, will it be Antrim or will it be Clare that played them in 15 days' time? Jimmy, this is a game we're really excited about, as we were at the first game as well. Two counties that put an awful lot of work into their younger players, giving them the opportunity to come through, and have earned the right to be here for an Ireland semi-final today.
Yeah, definitely. Like, you know what I mean. Like, both squads are using it right, like with their second teams. Like, you know what I mean. They're giving everybody the opportunity to get up to their first team, and that is the end goal for any teams that have the luxury of having two teams. You know what I mean. Everybody wants to play with their top team, like, you know what I mean. And it's same here today. Like, if there's any of these girls would fit into their panels, no problem.
The statement of intent from both counties is, of course, is bringing players through. When Antrim admittedly announced they're having a second team this year, I was very, very surprised. But they've really stepped up, especially in the Ulster Championship when they beat Cavan. And of course, they've looked very, very good and put it up to Armagh in the group stages as well.
Yeah, definitely. You know what I mean. Like, I with Dublin this year, we played them in the first round of the league, and you know, like going up to the Glens of Antrim, and when we were playing them, you weren't know what you were expecting, you know. But when we got into it up there, like, these girls can hurl, like, you know what I mean. Like, and they're tough, they're physical, they can move the ball, they read the game very well, you know what I mean. Like, and they're very organised and they're very composed on the ball, which will be a huge thing against this Clare team, because, you know, looking back on a few of the Clare games there in the last couple of days, like, they're very similar in style and structure, but like, it'll just, again, same as the first day, all Ireland semi-final, it's going to come down to who wants it the most. And we've seen in the first game, you know, in the 9 minutes, you know, Antrim wanted it more and they got over the line, like, or Armagh, sorry.
Yeah. Of course, both teams are young as well, but for Clare it's their third consecutive All-Ireland semi-final. Well, again, they're looking to the future too, and no doubt as many senior players here will see in 2023, 2024. They've lost these last two semi-finals for themselves. They really need to get a day out in Croke Park.
Oh, definitely, you know what I mean. Like it's everybody, especially for this, for these young girls, like, you know what I mean. A day in Croke Park, you know, like, it's the field of dreams, like, you know what I mean. Like it's an unbelievable place to be, and to say in the history books that you were there on All-Ireland final day is what they want. But, you know, like, that's a long way away from them right now. Like, you know what I mean. They have a lot of work to do here today to be in with that chance. But there's no doubt, if they come with the structure and the composure that they can, you know what I mean, they won't be too far about it.
We're just being told there with Verona will be playing in 3 minutes. That's our cue to go in a moment. Beforehand, a bit darker than the first game. Conditions absolutely perfect here in O'Connor Park. There's a bit of a breeze. I'm starting to feel stronger than the first day. I'll be blowing towards the town goal to our right over the course of the match.
Yeah, and people say wind doesn't win games, but it's, you know, it's how you use it. Like, you know what I mean. Like, if it depends on what way some teams play against it. I always like to play against it in the first half, you know what I mean, because you'll have more energy in the first half to go against a strong wind, you know what I mean. But it just all depends on how they set up and like that. But no doubt about it, we're going to be in for an enthralling game of Camogie here.
We're certainly looking forward to it. There are two counties that love the saffron, but today it's the green of Antrim against the white of Clare. Now we're going to run through the two teams as myself and Jimmy work our way back up to the commentary box, and we will start with the Antrim team. They line out as selected in your match programme. In goal, number 1 for them is Anya Graham. Full back line 2, Maria McLarnon. 3 is Ailish Kearns, and 4 is Enya McShane. The half back line were number 5, Caitlin Crawford. Centre back number 6 is Megan McGarry, and 7 is Sinead Cosgrove. In midfield were number 8, Claire Carney. Partner number 9, Emma Laverty. The half forward line 10, Tara O'Neill. 11, Breed McGill, and 12 is Quiva McNaughton. And the inside line, top of the right, number 13, Derva Cosgrove. Number 14, the full forward is Ellen Leach, and top of the left where number 15 is Anna McNeil. And their joint managers are Brian Carney and Mark McFadden. So the Clare team have one change from the 15 that was announced during the week. In goal for them is Lauren Solon. Full back line 2, Rebecca Crowe. 3 is Michelle Powell, and 4 is the joint captain Sinead Hogg. The half back line were number 5, Roisin Powell. Centre back number 6 is the other joint captain Kate O'Gorman, and 7 is Sinead O'Keefe. In midfield were number 8, Rachel Kelly. Partner number 9, Abby Walsh. The half forward line 10, Grace Carmody. 11, Ellen Casey, and 12 is Aoife Anderson. And the inside line, top of the right, number 13, Shauna Canny. Full forward, number 14, Neil Mulqueen. And top of the left were number 17, Olivia Phelan. So Olivia Phelan, the change coming into the team as well. And she's been proficient, Jimmy, in the campaign so far. Has scored 1-3 for Clare, so it just goes to show they do have options.
Oh, definitely, yeah. Like it is, like it's going to be, like with that wind down there, like as we were saying, it's all about the forwards. Like if we get the ball into them, you know what I mean, with all the scores available, we just hope that they get the mark off fast. That's all.
Well, we'll be looking forward to it too. A great opportunity for both teams as well. Antrim as well, a good spread of players. I think they've used 26 different players in the campaign, even though only 24 are named in the starting team. But Derva Cosgrove is a player that's really caught the eye this year. 425 she has scored in the championship so far. And it's that for Antrim, and it's that inside line for them that is going to be very, very vital. 3 very good score getters.
Yeah, definitely, and she's physical as well. She used her physicality very well. But like what I found with Antrim is that their support play is very, very good. Like when they get the ball to the inside, they work it back out very well and give the player in the best position. They're no Mayfainers, it's Antrim and that's it. Like, whoever gets the score gets the score.
The throw-in is 3:30, but beforehand we'll have a Ron Levine. Well, it's been 12 years since Antrim were in the All-Ireland Premier Junior Camogie final, though their intermediates were champions there 1 year ago. For Clare, it's back 2008 when they beat Offaly 2-8 to 110, bypassing intermediates and going straight into the senior ranks. Will it be the green of Antrim or the white of Clare that prevail today? And of course, we know there's another Camogie match going on as well. We will keep you updated on what's going on in Croke Park over the course of the commentary. Waterford off to a good start, I believe, leading Cork by 2 points to 0. That game started at 3:15. But who will face Armagh in the Glen Dimplex All-Ireland Premier Junior Camogie final? You can see the Antrim midfielders in position there at the moment as I open up the right page on my match notes. And they are, of course, Clare Carney, number 8, and Emma Laverty, number 9. And Clare will join them as well and get themselves in position. And Jimmy will keep an eye out for any positional switches in the early stages of this match. It's Antrim against Clare in this, the second of our double-header here in O'Connor Park in Tullamore, brought to you in association with Rua TV. And Jimmy's just spotted a change there. Looks like that Olivia Phelan has gone at full 40. Tell you about that in a moment. The ball is thrown in. The game is on. Antrim against Clare. Who is going to Croke Park in a couple of weeks' time? The referee for this game is from County Meath. His name is Bernard Heaney, and it's nearly free for Antrim.
Yeah, easy free. Like it is like it might settle down nice with the wind as well. You know what I mean? She can great strike of the ball. Megan
McGarry, the player with the strike of the ball there for Antrim, and gets it down towards the inside line. And a first test for this Clare defence to deal with possession, and they haven't got out too far. Antrim applying the pressure back to the number 12. That's Quiva McNaughton, and Quiva turns inside. Does very, very well. Overhits the intended pass towards the number 10, Tara O'Neill. Tara O'Neill brings a bit of experience in this team. She was intermediate Antrim captain in 2014. Concedes the free on that occasion, and it's going to be now a free out for Clare, and they will restart the action with their centre back Kate O'Gorman, who is also a joint captain of this team. And again, no different to the first game that we had here earlier on. There'll be early stages, everybody just trying to settle down into the team there as well, settle down into the contest too. There's bound to be a few nerves, Jimmy.
Oh, definitely, yeah, and you can see there straight away when Antrim or with Clare, they're setting up a 2 on the inside, and it's direct ball in. That's what they're looking for. Like, you know what I mean? But again, it's going to be back to the middle third for this game by the looks of it, by the way it's after starting. Yeah, Shauna Canny wearing number 13. I was expecting her myself to come out to the half-forward line, but she hasn't in the early stages. Staying in the corner, the positional switch that Jimmy noticed was Niamh Mulqueen going into the corner for Clare. Olivia Phelan a full forward, but this is Antrim on the attack, the far side of the field. Tara O'Neill for them, sends it in towards the goal. And good composure there from the goalkeeper, Lauren Solon, to let that ball go out to the left and wide. First wide of the game, no score in the contest.
Nearly 2 minutes gone, and Lauren Solan from the Whitegate Club in Clare will restart the action and goes down the centre, picking out the pass. Well, these players from Clare have been training with their senior team, and imagine Antrim are doing something similar, even though they have a different management team. Clare now trying to launch a real attack into the game down in the direction of Olivia Phelan, who's been followed by Maria McLarnon, and she's held on to possession of the ball, looking for options there. Gives a pass in the direction of Breed McGill. Actually, it's Clare with the ball. It's Ellen Casey mixing up my players for a moment. My apologies about that. Megan McGarry for Antrim gives it out in the direction of Caitlin Crawford, and Caitlin Crawford will bring it out the far side of the field for Antrim, and they'll try and bring it down to the right again. Antrim with that breeze in their backs in the first half, and certainly look like they're enjoying the better of the exchanges and creating the chances. That is Breed McGill with the ball now, wearing number 11, a younger sister of Anya, who won 2 All-Ireland titles with Antrim last year. Goes for the shot, and the skill is definitely in the family. What an acute angle, and Jimmy, you just said it there, what a score.
What a score, like to work the ball down the channel and then to be blocked off and have the confidence from that angle, like that's unbelievable. That's like, would you see that in Croke Park today? Everybody be talking about it. It's
a fantastic score from Breed McGill, as we got her right at the second time of asking, and she puts Antrim in front. Antrim 1 point, Clare no score, and Antrim in possession again through Caitlin Crawford, wearing number 5. The referee says too many steps, so it's going to be a free out for Clare, and it'll be a chance for them to restart another attack through Katie O'Gorman. Just as Jimmy mentioned Croke Park, we'll have a look. 18 minutes gone in the first half of that senior semi-final. Waterford 3 points, Cork no score is what we're being told, which is very surprising. The Cork have not scored in the early stages of that match, but we'll watch Kate O'Gorman for Clare sending it down towards the attack. Antrim need to be very, very careful, and a good touch and control there from Emma Laverty, wearing the number 9, turns on her left hand side and sends it down the field again. A touch by Breed McGill. She'll be very influential in this game. She can keep her balance. Did well there now to get that ball into hand, because it looked a very awkward position. Puts it in front of Derva Cosgrove. We mentioned her in the intro. She's up against Rebecca Crowe in this game, but got probably too eager to get possession. Gives away the free out for Clare.
Yeah, very clever there for cornerback play. You know, she went to pick the ball up, she felt the contact and she went down. You know what I mean? Like that's a free you shouldn't be giving away when somebody's going towards the sideline, but that's very intelligent play by Clare.
Very intelligent play from Rebecca Crowe, and Clare win the free, and Kate O'Gorman, will get it up and going again, but down to the other number 6, Megan McGarry, turns on her right and sends it into space. Eve Anderson just missing the touch there for Clare on that occasion. Holds on to possession though, did very, very well on the 65-metre line. The pass in front of space, and this is a good opportunity. Looks like Abby Walsh is the player in possession, gives it back to number 7, Sinead O'Keefe. Sinead O'Keefe tries to get inside, the hands are out from the Antrim number 8, so it's going to be a free in for Clare, and you would feel now that Shauna Canny, their number 13, will get a chance to make it whole square.
Yeah, it was again like it was, you know, them frees could go anywhere, you know, but the arm was a bit high, and it was the right call on that occasion.
Clare, of course, with a very, very tough group in the championship this year. They started off very comprehensively, beating Mayo 4-17 to 7 points the opening day. A draw with Tipperary 2-11 to 1-14 before beating Waterford 3-16 to 2 points. But when they had to dig in at the closing stages against Cavan, they got the result 8 points to 7 on that occasion, earning them their place in this All-Ireland Premier Junior semi-final. And Shauna Canny delivers, puts the ball over the bar. Just over 5 minutes gone. It's all square, 1 point apiece.
Yeah, good free under pressure. Like, you know, they've settled, both teams have settled very well now into it, and it's a good start to the second semi-final.
It's certainly teeing up nicely as Anya Graham restarts the action for Antrim. Can that ball stay in play? Clare will be happy enough to let it roll out over the line, so possession has been conceded, and Clare will look to take advantage of this, and they'll restart the action through their number 4, Sinead Hogg. So Sinead Hogg, the leader of this Clare team, along with Kate O'Gorman, sent a low ball, didn't get the contact on it that she probably wanted, and good work by Antrim there. Caoimhe McNaughton in the middle of that with the yellow helmet has possession, tried to give the pass up, but what an excellent rob there from Abby Walsh, and she wins the free in the moment, so doing very, very well for Clare. They'll get another free. I'd say Kate O'Gorman will be the player to take this again, just outside her own 65-metre line. A few phases of play in the early stages as well, but Clare will be happy enough to build those if they can create scoring chances.
Yeah, definitely. You know, it's very composed play there. Like I said before the game, there, like the support play from both sides is very good. When they win the ball, you know, they're not just panicking and getting rid of it, they're actually looking for somebody in a better position.
Long drive down the field there from Kate O'Gorman with that ball staying play. Just carries out over the line to goes to the left and wide. So 1 wide each, 1 point each. 6.5 minutes gone here in the Glen Dimplex All-Ireland Premier Junior Camogie semi-final as Antrim start the action through Enya McShane. Enya McShane with a long ball down. This might work out nicely for Tara O'Neill. Tara O'Neill hopes to get that the first time of asking. She did well. She sends the ball across the field, and Antrim really applying pressure here. Anna McNeil is the number 15, trying to get her hands on the ball. Clare defending very, very hard, but it's the pink helmet of Ellen Leach. Ellen Leach turns on the right, puts the ball over the bar. It started with that ball in from Tara O'Neill. Ellen Leach finishes it off, and from 2 points to 1 up.
Yeah, that's very clever there. Like she waited until the ball broke out and then snapped it up and over the bar, over the shoulder. Excellent play.
Ellen Leach has scored 3 goals in this championship so far. Clare bringing the ball out through Michelle Powell. Clare making a couple of mistakes there after a positive enough start, and Antrim doing well. Breed McGill again, she's got one already. This might drop down, and of course it's dangerous. Derva Cosgrove with a chance, a shot, a goal! A goal for Antrim, and Derva Cosgrove gets her 5th goal of the championship, and Antrim, the pressure has paid off. 7.5 minutes gone, 1-2 to a point.
That's excellent, you know, like that's a goal poaching goal all day long, you know. She followed in a lost cause of a strike and gets a goal.
It started off with a Clare mistake. Now can Antrim punish them for that indiscretion? The ball down by Megan McGarry is cut out by Rebecca Crowe, and she's been put under a lot of pressure down there, and she'll need some support. Roisin Powell does come in to get involved, but the referee blows the whistle, not happy with what he's seen, and we're going to throw the ball in there, and he's just looking for 2 contenders, and he finds Rachel Kelly and Breed McGill, and it's the Antrim number 11, Breed McGill, that has it, turns on her right hand side in towards that inside line, and Antrim have scored goals in this championship. Indeed, they've scored 7 over the course of the campaign. I'll run through their matches in a couple of moments, but Clare are bringing the ball out the field and bringing it out to their number 7, Sinead O'Keefe. Sinead O'Keefe has a 1-2 with Abby Walsh, and Clare now just outside the 45-metre line. Ellen Casey sending it inside, looking to get Niamh McQueen on the ball, but it's won by Ailish Kearns, the full back. She leaves it off for Clare Carney, and Clare Carney into Breed McGill, and number 11 impressed us in the first game, Jimmy, and already number 11 has impressed us in this game, but Clare win the ball again through Rebecca Crowe, and Rebecca Crowe moves out to space, gives the pass down in the direction of Ellen Casey. Ellen Casey turns to the left, space open up here for Clare, open up for Abby Walsh, turns to the right, down in towards the attack. This is good from Clare. This is Shauna Canny, and the space is open up. She's a player to her left. She might go herself. Shauna Canny, she's taking too much out of that. Maybe she has, and good defending from Antrim. Maria McLaren, the player that won the ball, but you can't ignore Enya McShane's contribution to that as well. And Shauna Canny probably should have played the ball to the left to Olivia Phelan, and Antrim will gladly bring the ball up the field towards the middle of the park, and Breed McGill there on the ball again, goes off the stick of the Clare player, but again, Jimmy, just going to the Clare opportunity there. Olivia Phelan was in the space, and Shauna Canny probably should have played that ball off.
Oh, 100%, like, you know what I mean, like I know they're, you know, eager to get on the score sheet and stuff like that, but it's all Ireland semi-final, you know, you need to get scores. Best player, best position, that's where that ball should have went.
Breed McGill restarts to play for Antrim, but doesn't find a teammate, and Clare will get another opportunity to make up for that. It's Antrim in front by 4 points in the early stages of this All-Ireland semi-final. A good ball in the direction of Niamh McQueen. Niamh McQueen blocked down by Ailish Kearns, and Niamh McQueen trying to get control, and the referee says illegally so, reckoned that the full-back was infringing on the full forward. So Clare will get a second chance, and a chance for Shauna Canny to get her 2nd score of the game, just to get a point, Jimmy, to settle down after conceding that goal.
Oh, definitely, yeah. You know, but that was a super run there by 14 by Niamh there. Like she worked the ball, great block by the full back and stuff like that. But again, it's just them opportunities. You know, like that's 3 balls into the full forward line now and no return. So hopefully this one will settle them.
Waterford lead Cork by 5 points to 1 after 25 minutes of the senior game in Croke Park. Shauna Canny with the free for Clare, puts the ball over the bar, scored just to settle things down. 11 minutes into the game, they haven't scored from play yet, but they have the 2 points, 1-2 to 2.
Yeah, no, good start now. You know what I mean? Like they're getting to know each other very well here. So
Anya Green with the long ball down the field for Antrim and gets good distance on it between the 45 and the 65-yard line. Well rehearsed, Breed McGill winning the ball, leads it over Tara O'Neill. These are the two players that are causing problems for Antrim, and a good hook there on that occasion by Roisin Powell for Clare gets in the way there, and they've managed to win possession back. Kate O'Gorman, but a judge to have charged. And again, it's that rule there. There's a collision between them. The decision goes Antrim's way. Normally goes against the player in possession. Looks like the Kate O'Gorman is going to get a yellow card.
Yeah, again, it's a tough one to call. You know, like being a referee and involved in situations like that is a very tough one to call. But again, the player in possession of the ball, the rule is they have to try and get out by the other player. Like, go straight through them. That's the foul.
That's the collision as well. It works out nicely for Antrim too, and this will be an opportunity for Derva Cosgrove. We talked about her scoring before the match. Of course, she already has a goal in this game, looking for her 26th point of the championship now in 5 games. So everybody's okay to continue. Tara O'Neill gets back in position, and we'll watch now Derva Cosgrove getting ready to take this free. So goes quiet in respect for the free taker, Derva Cosgrove for Antrim. The umpire seemed to like it. The ball has gone over the bar. 12.5 minutes gone in the game. It's Antrim 1-3, Clare 2 points.
Seed number 6 there for Antrim is playing as a sweeper just under 45.
And they want to cut out any
quick ball in,
to run at them as well. And so far they've dealt with it very, very well. And Antrim breaking the ball down in the middle of the field, 4 points in front, and that's Caitlin Crawford, the number 5 in the green jersey of Antrim, and she continues fighting for the ball despite being put under pressure by Grace Carmody. She managed to win the ball, send it up towards the attack, and Antrim are really feeling good about themselves at the moment as their number 13, Derva Cosgrove, goes in the move there, gives the pass off in the direction. I think it's Breed McGill with the ball for Antrim, goes for a shot at the post. Breed McGill not on that occasion. That ball goes to the left and wide, but Antrim just growing in danger anytime they break that ball down around the Clare 65-metre line.
Definitely. Like it's the support play. The corner forwards coming out, giving the ball to the wing forwards, midfielders coming through all day. And that is super play. So it is.
Clumsy challenge there against the Antrim player, and it's going to be a free for Clare, won by Aoife Anderson. Sinead Cosgrove getting herself back in position, and the referee moving forward and just waiting for Clare to step up to take the free, and it's going to be Kate O'Gorman. She's covered an awful lot of ground, just taking frees in this early stage of the match, but she'll fancy her chance now, putting this into danger territory and see what Clare can get out of this. Very quickly looking at Antrim, 3-11 to 8 points to beat Roscommon the first day, then 3-13 to 8 points against Down. They lost to Armagh 1-18 to 1-16 the third day, but had enough of the tank to beat Limerick, 20 points to 5 the fourth day of asking. The ball trickles all the way down to the Antrim goalkeeper Anya Graham. She gives it to Ailish Kearns, and it's out for Caitlin Crawford, and Caitlin Crawford will turn on her right hand side and send it down the field again towards Derva Cosgrove, and Derva Cosgrove doesn't have it, but Breed McGill is there. It might work out for Derva Cosgrove. Breed McGill along the ground in the direction of Ellen Leach. Ellen Leach is up against Michelle Powell, the full-back for Clare. She's won the battle on that occasion, and she had to win the battle on that occasion because Antrim were applying that pressure again, and Clare will just aptly, I suppose, especially against the wind, take these few extra seconds every time to just reset and try and see what they can do to make inroads in the Antrim advantage.
Oh, definitely, yeah. Like they're stopping them at all costs in there, and it's very good. But the support play from Antrim at the minute it's unbelievable. They have a spare body everywhere, so they do.
Lauren Solon, the goalkeeper for Clare, brings plenty of experience. She was the senior goalkeeper for them in 2019. That ball didn't work out for on this occasion, so we're going to start off with Caitlin Crawford with a short ball for Megan McGarry. Megan McGarry back to the Antrim number 5, Caitlin Crawford, and good link-up play here from the Antrim defenders. The high challenge there, no foul committed. Runs into a Clare defender, but finds the other member of the half-back line, which is Sinead Cosgrove. So 5, 6 and 7 all working together. Every manager's dreaming this bounce might work out nicely for Antrim. It didn't come for Derva Cosgrove, might come from Ellen Leach, and Clare's defending very, very important there, and it had to be. I think Michelle Powell was the player that made the crucial stop again. The danger is not averted. Anna McNeil has the ball but gives it away, and Clare will try and bring it out the field towards the 45-metre line. The foul is won by Sinead Hogg. But again, Clare's defence been very, very alert, and it has to be.
Oh, definitely. You know, like the inside line there for Antrim are very, like they're on the ball very well, very fast. Like, you know what I mean? And then again, it's come down to support play coming through. But the defence from Clare has been phenomenal at the start.
Number 6 for Clare, Kate O'Gorman gives it to the number 6 from Antrim, Megan McGarry. Megan McGarry along the ground to Caitlin Crawford, trying to get away from Grace Carmody. Turns on her right-hand side into space, but Sinead O'Keefe is going to come out and win this for the banner. Sinead O'Keefe with the ball, tries to lay it off as Antrim applied the pressure, but it's back with Rachel Kelly. Rachel Kelly down the middle, batted down by the green helmet and the green jersey of Caitlin Crawford. Runs into 2 Clare players with a bounce on the break. Falls nicely for Clare, or for Antrim, and it might fall nicely here for Anna McNeil as she moves down the right, going to take on Sinead Hogg, looking for support. Support is coming from a couple of players. Sends a dangerous teasing ball towards Tara O'Neill. Tara O'Neill along the ground, but the Clare defence getting the bodies in the way, dealt with it very well, and will move it out towards the 45-metre line. A bit of end-to-end stuff as Claire Carney bats it down for Antrim and bats it down intelligently into space down the direction of Ellen Leach. Michelle Powell coming out to meet that again on the Clare 45-metre line, and the battle there, the decision is going to go Clare's way. Their full back has really, Jimmy, stepped in there on 3 occasions in the last couple of minutes and thwarted Antrim attacks.
Definitely, yeah. She's creating them fouls all the time. She's getting her body over the ball. She's being strong. She gets the ball into the hand. You know, when you have the ball in the hand, you're in full control of the situation.
Kate O'Gorman takes the free for Clare down towards the 20-metre line, but it breaks again for Megan McGarry, as you mentioned there. It's playing in the pocket there and breaking the ball down. The other yellow helmet for Antrim is Caoimhe McNaughton. Too many steps is the decision against the Antrim player and the Antrim management, giving their opinions to the match official on that decision, but that won't change anything. It's going to be an opportunity for Shauna Canny for Clare, and Clare will be disappointed they haven't scored from playing this match so far, but if Shauna Canny can keep accurate with the frees, they'll keep themselves in the contest.
Yeah, but the reason that they're not getting that many scoring opportunities from frees is because of that number 6, Megan McGarry. She's sitting back into the pocket, she's reading the game very well, and she's not really letting any ball into Niamh McQueen, you know, any ball quick into her at all. And you can see that's Clare's game plan, is try to get 14 on the ball quick.
Shauna Canny getting ready to take this free, closer to the 65-metre line. She'll go for the shot. She definitely has the distance, but I don't think she has the accuracy in that occasion. And that ball goes to the left and wide. 2 wides for Clare, 2 wides for Antrim. It remains a 4-point ball game. Antrim go for the short puck out for Enya McShane. Enya McShane moving up towards the 45-metre line. Manages to find a teammate, did very well there. And this is Tara O'Neill on the move. Herself and Breed McGill interchanging when they have the Tara in the centre at the moment. Sending it down looking for Derva Cosgrove, and just gets away from Derva Cosgrove. And that ball goes to the left and wide. And one thing, Jimmy, I have to say about Derva Cosgrove, as we talked about her high scoring in the campaign with 526 on the board so far. Sure, most of her early part of her career she played as a sweeper or played as a defender. But good insight from the Antrim management to realise that she offers something in attack now.
Oh, definitely, and you can see it. It's the intelligence, the reading of that game, playing in that role as well as what she's doing. Look, she's holding out here now at the minute. You know what I mean? It's very intelligent, so it's very intelligent play.
Michelle Powell wins the ball again for Clare, showing her intelligence, gives it to Abby Walsh, and Abby Walsh lays it off for Sinead O'Keefe. Sinead O'Keefe on the 65-metre line, skips through a bit of space, and there's a big chance for Clare. There's a player in front if she lays the pass off, but again they're just taking that second too long. She got the free in the process, but Shauna Canny was in front of her, and while you'd fancy Shauna Canny to get a score out of this, Clare can't be dependent on that. Look, it's twice now they've been guilty of that.
Oh, definitely. You know, if their game plan is to play the inside line fast, they have to be clear and they have to be moving that ball with pace in the middle third of the field and not giving the chance for the sweeper to sit back into the pocket. You know, and they're just not playing it that quick enough in. They're running it too quick.
There's a few members of the Armagh panel in front of us here in the commentary box in O'Connor Park in Tullamore. Of course, they played the winners of this match in 15 days' time. Shauna Canny with the free, puts the ball over the bar. An important score for Clare as we approach the 20-minute mark. It brings it back to a 3-point ball game, 1-3 to 3 points.
Always dangerous. One-score game is always dangerous.
We'll get an update from Croke Park in a moment on what's the latest score in the game between Cork and Waterford. And we're just struggling with our connection there, so we'll focus on the action here in front of us in Tullamore. Coming up near half-time there, still 10 minutes to go to that in this particular contest. As again, the battle for possession continues, and it's won by Antrim, I should say, Emma Laverty, with a long ball down in towards the inside line and well read by Sinead Hogg. She takes possession of the ball, goes out towards the corner away from the danger and tries to clear it, needs to find a teammate, and well won by Abby Walsh. Abby Walsh Walsh gives it off to Kate O'Gorman. Kate O'Gorman inside the 45-metre line, down towards the other 45-metre line, and can I find a white jersey of Clare today? And Clare have done well to hold on to possession. Shauna Canny has it, looking for support, but has won the free again. Antrim staying very, very tight into defending the half-time score in Croke Park. We can tell you Waterford 7 points, Cork 3, so that's going to be massive if that trend continues in a moment. While we're waiting for this free to be taken, Jimmy, your thoughts on that? Waterford 4 points up in Cork at half-time in the senior semi.
Yeah, like that's like I've seen our Waterford this year, like, you know what I mean, and they can hurl, but like again, they have nothing to lose. You know what I mean? Like nobody in the country, bar what's in that squad themselves or the county of Waterford, thought that they were going to put it up to Cork, and it's, you know, like it just shows you when you've nothing to lose, give everything.
Nothing to lose. We'll see how that goes as well, but we can tell you, you might have heard the shouts there go on Shauna in the background. That's because she has put the ball over the bar. Her fourth free of the game for Clare, their fourth score, and it's now 1-3 to 4 points, but Antrim are making a substitution. Fionnuala Kelly, number 17, is coming on. She's going to replace their number 12, Caoimhe McNaughton, so that's the first change by the Antrim management. And Fionnuala Kelly has had 2 games in the championship so far, one as a start, one as a substitute, has scored 3 points in the campaign so far, really growing into the team over the last couple of matches. What can she do for them in this game? They lead by 2 points. Maybe they'll feel they should have more, but credit to the Clare defence. This is a shot from Anna McNeil. It's going to be close to see to be turning in. And Lauren Solon was taking no chances, but Derva Cosgrove has the ball. Or she's being held. The advantage is given. She goes for the shot. She'll take the point. Yes, I thought there was a moment when the referee blew the whistle. The score did go over the bar. It counts 1-4 to 4.
Yeah, that was excellent play again, and you know, like again, the inside line for Antrim are really, you know, they're really on form today, so they're.
So Antrim back 3 points in front as the ball breaks around the middle of the field, and this is where Clare have to get more involved in the action. Ellen Casey is in there wearing number 11. Shauna Canny is there, really growing an influence in the game as well. She wins the ball for them, turns on her right, well, didn't get the ball away, but she holds possession of the the Slitter, which lost the hurl in the process, and the Fionnuala Kelly, the Antrim substitute, wins the ball. An important interception there by Kate O'Gorman, and she goes past the 65-metre line. High challenge comes in there. It's going to be a free for the Clare player if the advantage doesn't materialise here in the attack, and it gets away, so we're going to go back for the free on the 65-metre line. Eilish Kearns had won the ball there for Antrim, but the foul was committed on the 65, and now Shauna Canny going over to take this. She came into this game with 215 scored in the championship so far, 114 of those from free, so this will be her 20th white flag in the championship if it goes over the bar. But I'll bring it back to 2 points. Well, actually, as I say all that and tee her up, it's not actually her who's going to be taking this, because it's going to be taken by Kate O'Gorman outside the 65-metre line. And Clare viewers might recognise the water carrier there that was out to help Kate O'Gorman there. I'll tell you who she was in a moment if you don't know the answer, but Kate O'Gorman has put the free over the bar. Second different score for Clare. It's back to a 2-point ball game, 5 points to 1-4.
Yeah, it's great stuff at the minute, like, you know what I mean, they're after getting to know each other very well, you know what I mean, but that's a monster strike of a ball for a puck out down to the far 45. Super strike. Super
score there, 2-point ball game. Of course, that water carrier that was there, Clare Camogie legend Chloe Morey getting involved with the junior team there as well, and lending her experience, an all-star winner in 2013, and giving back to Camogie and Clare at the moment, and hoping to drive this team on to an All-Ireland final. We're just going to have a hold up and play there. As you can see, a Clare player receiving some attention at the moment. It looks like their wing back, Sinead O'Keefe. So Sinead O'Keefe will just be taking a moment there. It will be an Antrim ball. Sinead, an assistant professor in athletic therapy in DCU. And she gets herself back in position. Just looking at the Clare, 11 of the Clare team have started every game in the championship so far. So a very settled team they've had over the course of the campaign. The referee wasn't happy with the sideline cut, so I think we're going to do it again. So we're going to start with Emma Larity, and I'm not too sure exactly what the referee wasn't happy about here, but either way, it wasn't on the line, but it's not on the line again. If that was the issue, either way, we're going to go again. An Antrim ball, blocked down there by Breeze McGill, and trying to find Tara O'Neill, and they're again working well together, but the referee says too many steps against Antrim. I think the referee had it in for them after whatever happened with the first sideline cut.
Yeah, no, like it was, she was too close, but like the rules of it is that if you're too close, it's a foul ball, so it just should have been a free, so to Clare for that line ball there, but I said that was just an easy one now, just to apologise for it, I'd say.
Yeah, he got
it wrong,
the free
so
back
he
in the
got
end
the free
anyway.
back in the end.
And this is outside the 65-metre line. It's going to be taken by Kate O'Gorman. So she's well able to drive them down the field as you saw from her point there a moment ago, dropping this in towards the house, looking for the number 11, Ellen Casey. Doesn't come for her, well, it does come for her, and she gives the pass over Niamh McQueen. Can she get Clare's first score from play in the match? Didn't get the contact in that she wanted. Good defending by Megan McGarry, but it goes out to the left and wide, third wide of the game for Clare. Remains a 2-point ball game. Antrim restart the action through Anya Graham. Great take there by Sinead Cosgrove, the Antrim number 7, and sends it straight down towards the house, looking for the pink helmet of Ellen Leach, but the referee said that the Antrim forward will leave their hands out, so it's going to be a free for Clare. And again, the player that wins that free, Michelle Powell, making it very, very awkward. Antrim getting caught out once, or Clare getting caught out once. They want to get caught out a second time. It's going to be a free out for the Munster side.
Yeah, definitely. Like, it was, again, it looked like two of them were going for the ball, and there was just a bit of a collision. But again, it's a good game management.
So Clare restart the action through Kate O'Gorman down the central channel. It's an excellent take there by Ellen Casey. Gives the pass off. Good play again from Clare, but can they have the end product at the end, which they've been lacking so far in the match? Not to be if Marie McLarnon has anything to do about it. She wins the ball for Antrim, sends it down the field, hoping to find Emma Laverty. And Emma Laverty, with the green bottom on her boots, gives the pass off for Claire Carney, and Claire Carney down towards the opposing 45-metre line. Battle for possession there as Anna McNeil loses out. Good work there by Clare, and especially Sinead Hogg giving it off, and it's Kate O'Gorman launching it down 6-6 again, with Megan McGarry goes for the short one for Caitlin Crawford, and Caitlin Crawford will move towards the 65-metre line, but the referee says too many steps. Supporters from both teams mightn't like it, but once it's consistent, we can help with it.
Yeah, like, it's very different. She took about 3-4 steps before she got to tackle, and then without taking the touch, she went around it. It was over carrying, a bit of harsh, them kind of a call, but the letter of the law, like, it was definitely a free. Like, you know what I mean? But like, I think that Clare need to start playing that ball smarter into the forwards. Like, big high ball down there on top of number 6, as she's sweeping up there all day long, so she's have to play the channels to get speed out there.
Shauna Canny, this time I'm teeing her up right. Will this be her 5th point of the game, her 20th of the championship? She goes for the free, but she didn't get me waiting too long after me teeing her up the first time. Just over 2 minutes to half time. It's back to a 1-point ball game, 6 points to 1-4.
It's like very good. You know, that's a pressure free, like, you know what I mean, and she no problem to her straight between the posts.
So Anya Graham to restart the action for Antrim. All their hard work has only led to a 1-point advantage in this game, while Clare haven't scored from play yet. They're working their way back into the game. Abby Walsh with the ball for them, goes past the 65-metre line. Good hook there by Breed McGill. Can she turn the ball around? Now that the Clare number 9 has anything to say about it, but it's the Antrim number 9, Emma Laverty, that wins the ball and wins the free. There's some great battles out in the middle of the field, and the supporters there really getting behind this. Breed McGill down is going to take a breather for a moment. We'll have a hold up in play before Antrim have their free. And Breed McGill, as I mentioned, she was the younger sister of Anya McGill. While Anya won All-Ireland medals last year in intermediate and minor, that minor All-Ireland final win that Antrim achieved in 2021, their player of the match was Breed McGill, keeping it in the family. I think there's another member of the family too. She's in the panel, Brona, and she's on the bench here, and no doubt might see action later on in the game. And again, I'll ask you a second, Jimmy, because Antrim have taken the free, and the ball dropping down towards the houses. Ellen Leach tries to get touching that, not to be for her, but Antrim still have possession. Trigger was tried to be pulled by Fionnuala Kelly, not to be. It might come for Ellen Leach again. Clare working hard, good work by Sinead Hogg, gives the ball off there, but they're having to work it up towards the 45-metre line. Roisin Powell there will use the foot as she has to, but Antrim getting in there through Emma Laverty to win possession, but Roisin Powell keeps going as well between the 65-metre line, and Emma Laverty there with the ball has won the free as well, so Antrim will get another go. Just going back to the McGills, Jimmy, as well. Great talent in that family, but great young talent in Antrim Camogie, full stop.
Oh, definitely. You know what I mean? Like, I was on the receiving end of a 1-point loss when I was over Westmeath in the minors, and Roisin McCormack was playing that day, and you know what I mean? Like, like that. There's a good few of them minors that won that day that are taking part either in their first or second team, and it's huge.
Megan McGarry's free didn't work out the way Antrim wanted. Sinead Hogg was there for Clare as well. Kate O'Gorman fighting for possession with the two joint captains find each other well. And the 30 minutes have been played. We're waiting for the fourth official to tell us how much added time we will have in the first half. Can Clare get back on level terms before the break? This is a great opportunity for them as they try and weave away through Olivia Phelan. She sent a high ball down towards the number 13, who is Shauna Canny, but it's Grace Carmody that has the ball, but the referee said she led in high, so it's going to be a free out for Antrim. And we're watching the photo official off screen there. He hasn't put in on his board yet how much added time. They're having a problem with the board anyway, so we'll find out how much added time is going to be played in a moment. But Clare have won the ball again. Roisin Powell just was going so fast she forgot to bring the ball with her. Tara O'Neill, a lot to do with that. 1 minute of added time is going to be played. That 1 minute has nearly been played, so this might be the last attack in the first half. Aoife Anderson just can't find a way past the two green jerseys of Antrim, and Antrim have it on their own 65-metre line. The referee says it was a throw pass in the direction of Tara O'Neill, so it's going to be a free for Clare. Now, whether this is going to be Kate O'Gorman or Shauna Canny to take this. Shauna Canny is the player that is getting in position. This will be the last chance of the first half. And are we going to go in all square at half time? Shauna Canny getting ready to take this. She scored 7 points in the Munster final this year. Can she get Clare's 7th point of this game to make it a level ball game? Shauna Canny with the free. 1.5 minutes of added time have been played. It looks accurate, it looks good. The ball has gone over the bar, and the referee blows the half-time whistle, and Clare have managed to get themselves back on level terms. 7 points to 1-4. Jimmy Greville, your overall thoughts in the first half?
Very, very good, very honest effort by both teams. Like, you know what I mean? It's just, I think, going into it, I would say that Antrim are probably the better side in the first half. Like, they're playing the ball very cleverly into the forwards. They're getting more use out of it in there. Even though then the six backs are very strong. They're holding them out, winning their frees, being clever. But the big thing that I've taken from the Antrim backline have to be more disciplined. You know what I mean? If I'm right in saying they didn't score from play.
Clare haven't scored from play as well.
You know, like, so, you know, they have to be more disciplined, stand them up. You know what I mean? Let them force the overcarry or the throw ball as the referee is given. You know what I mean? And then turn the ball over and down the field to go, rather than committing themselves too early.
Derek Cosgrove with the goal for Antrim, with 6 frees from Shauna Canny, has Clare back on level terms. It's set up lovely for the second half here in O'Connor Park in Tullamore. We're going to take a break for about 10 minutes, but we'll be back for live coverage of the Glen Dimplex All-Ireland Premier Junior Camogie semi-final. The half-time score, as you can see on your screen, it's Antrim 1-4, Clare 7 points. Welcome back here to O'Connor Park in Tullamore. I'm Darren Kelly, joined by Jimmy Greville as we get ready for live coverage of the second half of the second of our semi-finals in the Glen Dimplex All-Ireland Premier Junior Camogie Championship. All square it is at half-time. Antrim won 4, Clare 7 points. Before we get ready for the second half, a programme error that we were alerted to at half-time. So apologies for supporters of Antrim. Well, we're apologising in the commentary box, of course. We can't do much with the match programme, but Caoimhe McNaughton is actually the player wearing number 10 for Antrim in this game. Tara O'Neill was wearing number 12. She has gone off the field of play. Thanks to Seamus McAleenan for letting us know about that at half time as well. And Caoimhe McNaughton, Jimmy, I just want to give her plaudits for the work she's put in the first half, because she's been working hard with Breed McGill as well when Antrim were having their moments in the ascendancy.
Oh, definitely, yeah, working hard and tracking back very well as well, you know, and that's what's going to be needed now in the second half. It's just to again go back to the first game and that this is all Ireland semi-final. Is whoever wants it the most now is going to come out on top here and just keep working hard. We're
looking forward to seeing how it works out. There will be extra time if needed. The results have to be done on the day. We can just tell you in Croke Park, 13 minutes into the second half, it's Waterford 9 points, Cork 7. That's in the senior semi-final. We'll keep an eye on that over the next 20 minutes. But of course, our focus is here in Tullamore. No sign of any substitutions at the moment, but we'll tell you about them if there is any. Clare attacking the goal to the right in the second half. They haven't scored from play yet. 6 frees for Shauna Canny, 1 for Kate O'Gorman have been their scores in the first half. Derva Cosgrove with 1-2 for Antrim, complemented by Breed McGill and Ellen Leach. They're the scores for them. Kate O'Gorman with the free for Clare, trying to put them in front, and that ball is kept well done to be kept in play. Now what can Clare do with that? Olivia Phelan deserving the credit there, but Antrim have managed to turn it out, but only as far as the 45-metre line. And an important battle for possession here as Emma Laverty takes the ball for Antrim, sends it down the field, but only to declare number 6. Kate O'Gorman, who wins the lane as well for Abby Walsh, and Abby Walsh closed down again. Anna McNeil doing very, very well there. The number 15 works hard, leaves it off for Breed McGill, and Breed McGill is on the run inside the 45-metre line. Player to her right, player to her left. Can she offload the ball? She might go herself. Breed McGill with a shot for Antrim, puts the ball over the bar. Exactly 1 minute into the second half, and Breed McGill lifts Antrim at the start, puts them back in front, 1-5-7.
Yeah, that was a great score. You know, she got the score because she had the player on the overlap as well, so they have to be clever.
Clare not being clever there, giving the ball away, and Fionnuala Kelly, a sister of Maeve Kelly, that we hope to see back in an Antrim jersey in 2023, or even see her in club championship action later in the year. But an injury there on Sinead O'Keefe, I think it is, so we're going to have a hold up and play there at the moment. You can see the Clare supporters glued to the action on your screen. No doubt there's Antrim supporters there, but they're definitely Clare jerseys in front of us as well. Both teams known for wearing the saffron, but it's green against white today, and concern now for the player wearing white, Sinead O'Keefe. Clare are probably one of the most decorated teams in this competition, going for their 5th All-Ireland Premier Junior Camogie Championship this year. They won the K-Mills Cup for the first time back in 1974 when they beat Dublin 3-2 to 3 goals. In 1981, their second win was against Antrim. They got the 3 goals again, 3-2 to 7 points, and wins against Kildare and Offaly in 2008. Ball dropping down there for Antrim in towards danger territory, but Clare's defenders just get in the way, not giving Antrim the bit of space. They can't afford to concede too many scores at the start of this half. Back for the goalkeeper, Lauren Solon. She gives it out to Sinead Hogg, and Sinead Hogg with the pass for Sinead O'Keefe, and Sinead O'Keefe outside the 45-metre line gives it off to Abby Walsh, and Abby Walsh moves up the field as well, being chased down there by Breed McGill, but she goes past the 65-metre line. Great work here by Abby Walsh, but she nearly went without the ball. Play continues on. The referee happy with the challenge that went in, and Abby Walsh continues to keep going. Can she finish this off with a score? Well, it would have been a cracking score if she got it. It might get something out of it, yes. Anya Green had to really be careful there to get that ball away from the goal. Sinead Cosgrove, the number 7 for Antrim, gives the ball away. Niamh McQueen with possession. Back there queuing up here for Clare to have a crack at the post. Shauna Canny, can Clare get their first score from play in the game? Great block down there by Caitlin Crawford, the number 5 for Antrim, and moves it up towards the 65-metre line, but it's Rachel Kelly with a pass. Another interception. Great stuff going on here, but it's Rachel Kelly gets the space, goes for the shot for Clare, and they put the ball over that bar. Jimmy, they huffed and they puffed, but Clare deserved the point there.
Definitely, yeah, the work rate, the turnovers there. I said there was 4, if not 5 turnovers in the last passage of play. Absolutely phenomenal stuff there.
The third time in this game, the teams have been level. Clare 8 points, Antrim 1-5. And this now, as we mentioned, the correction is Caoimhe McNaughton sending it down the field to play, looking for Anna McNeil, but it's going to be closed by Sinead Hogg. Well, it should be closed by Sinead Hogg. She's going to need support from Michelle Powell, and Michelle Powell wins the ball for Clare up towards the 45-metre line for Grace Carmody, the sister of Caoimhe, who was on the senior team. Didn't work out for her in that occasion, and it's going to be a sideline cut for Antrim, but Emma Laverty wasn't thinking about the post. She was thinking about Caitlin Crawford, and Caitlin Crawford sending it in, but only as far as the Clare fullback Michelle Powell, and Michelle Powell low to Grace Carmody, and she'll take the ball in the 45-metre line, looking around for options, puts it into space, hoping that Roisin Powell will get on the middle of that. Ball blocks there, and Antrim trying to overturn the possession. They've done well there, has Emma Laverty, but she hasn't got the ball into her hand yet. The referee says the foul was committed by the Clare number 10, and it's going to be I think he's indicated an Antrim free. It's an Antrim ball anyway, or actually, it's an Antrim ball, and it is the free, exactly, and it's going to be the free for Emma Laverty. Antrim have won this competition on 2 occasions as well. In 1997, they beat Cork by 7-11 to 2-10, before beating Waterford after a replay, 2-10 to 12 points. Give them the victory and get them into the intermediate ranks. And now, of course, they're playing senior, the first team. Both teams are playing senior. This is Caoimhe McNaughton turning on her right, does very, very well, goes for a shot at the post into the hands of the goalkeeper, Lauren Solan, and she gives it out towards Sinead O'Keefe. And Sinead O'Keefe for the pass for Kate O'Gorman, moving towards the 45-metre line. The referee says an infringement from the Antrim player. Going to be a free out for Clare. And Jimmy, one thing that has impressed us about this game is the pace of the game has been played at a high tempo.
Oh, definitely, yeah. It's far fast. The ball's been moving faster, but the experience out there of the goalie as well. There that time there was no panic when she caught the ball, gave the ball out, they're working it out.
Niamh McQueen has the ball here for Clare now. Can she get a score? Runs into Enya McShane and loses the ball in the process, and won back by Megan McGarry. Breaking ball works out again for Clare to Rachel Kelly. She's got a point from playing the game already. Gives the pass off. This is Shauna Canny looking for her 7 of the afternoon into the hands of the goalkeeper, Anya Graham. Looks so composed when she takes that ball. Never fears seeing a white jersey coming near, just knows exactly what to do. And out for Caitlin Crawford, and Caitlin Crawford down the left as well. You'd fancy Kate O'Gorman to win the race for this ball. She did win the race for it, but she loses out to Caoimhe McNaughton, and Caoimhe McNaughton down the left hand side of the field, blocked down by Michelle Powell there. She held the sliotar out for the Clare number 3, and the battle for possession happens just outside the Clare 20-metre line. The fullback wins the ball, gives it off for Roisin Powell. A foul committed, advantage has been given. The ball is on the Antrim 65-metre line. This is good from Clare. A chance to finish with a score for Shauna Canny. Shauna Canny with the shot, and that ball has gone to the right and wide, and I think the advantage had been gone on that occasion. Where it's the referee's asking for a hold up and play. I think he just wants to check that Michelle Powell was okay. So the advantage was gone, Jimmy. So the wide will count. I think we're just having, the referee wants to have a word with someone from Antrim maybe.
Yeah, I think it was it was one of the midfielders there. It was a bit of a late challenge. I said it was just a talking to.
Looks like it was Emma Laverty. Yeah. Emma Laverty is the player that he's having a word with. Emma Laverty was involved in the 2020 intermediate final. We can tell you the Clare are making a change. Aideen Hickey is going to be coming on the field to play. We're number 15. She didn't start the game, but she's coming on now. She's going to replace Niamh McQueen. Emma Laverty did get a yellow card for Antrim on that occasion, but Clare making a change, and Michelle Powell is okay. Joint captain last season with True Clonlara, who were in the county final in Clare and definitely moving up the ranks very, very quickly. Put up against Scarvagunda. So there's another change. Oh no, Antrim, sorry, are getting a change ready. So much action happening on the field, on the line. Orla Laverty for Antrim will be entering the field of play shortly, but we'll watch the action on the field of play as Aoife Anderson tries to bring the ball up the field for Clare. It goes out over the line off an Antrim stick. So Clare will restart the action all square here in O'Connor Park in Tullamore. Who is going to face Armagh in the All-Ireland final? How long will we need to decide it? Here is Aideen Hickey just on the field of play, send the ball across. An important interception from Ailish Kearns, the fullback for Antrim, because the player was free inside, which would have been Olivia Phelan, but doesn't materialise for Clare. However, they're going to have another go. Sinead Hogg with the ball, dropping it down in towards the attack. Antrim's defenders are desperately trying to hold on to possession here and bring the ball out the field, and Clare certainly enjoying a purple patch here, but they're not making it count on the scoreboard. Enya McShane sending it down the direction of Keevan McNaughton. But Keevan McNaughton loses out to Roisin Powell, and Roisin Powell on the 65-metre line goes on the move. The pass across in the direction of Ellen Casey. Ellen Casey outside the Antrim 65-metre line into space, but it's going to be won by Antrim. It's going to be won by Ailish Kearns, and Ailish Kearns will send it out the field. Down, looking for Emma Laverty. Emma Laverty fights for the ball. Has been given the space there. It's opening up here now for the number 17, Fionnuala Kelly. Fionnuala Kelly might fancy a crack at this. She's going to send it in towards the house. Clare need to be careful. Antrim applying the pressure there. Might snap out for Ellen Leach there, but not to be. She didn't get the contact on the ball that she wanted. Lauren Solon takes it away. Derva Cosgrove was there as well. And Clare still haven't cleared it, and Antrim are really trying to turn the screw here and feel that she needs to get something out of this. Sinead O'Keefe with the ball, puts it into space, but it's a loose pass. It's a loose pass for Keevan McNaughton. She goes for a shot at the post, and she puts the ball over the bar. Antrim go back in front, but Jimmy, I have to say, Clare were playing with fire on that occasion. Antrim could have gotten more out of that, but thankfully for themselves, they did get something.
Yeah, definitely. Like, that was a super save there. That was a super save by the keeper, through bodies and everything. Worked the ball out, and then a silly ball across the square. Rule one is you don't come across your goals with the ball, and they were punished for it.
Keevan McNaughton, the player that puts the ball over the bar. It's a 1-point ball game in Croke Park with 7 minutes to go. Waterford 10 points, Cork 9. His is Clare on the ball, but Grace Carmody leaves the ball out for Megan McGarry, and Megan McGarry wins it for the Saffrons. Well, they're both Saffrons here today, but it's the Saffrons from Antrim who have the ball. Number 10 for them is Caoimhe McNaughton, and Caoimhe McNaughton just loses out on that occasion, but it looks like it's going to be an Antrim ball. And she'll restart the action inside the 45-metre line. The substitution taking place, the first of possibly two, I have to be said. Orla Laverty coming on for Anna McNeil. That's an Antrim change. But we're going to have another introduction shortly, as Nuala Devlin, number 21, is also coming on, and she is going to replace Ellen Leach as well. The Antrim management showing they're not happy that their attack haven't got more of this game, pulling off two inside forwards.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, like they're been turned over a lot in the first half as well. You know what I mean? So like it's just they just didn't get the rewards out of it. So now it's up to the girls coming in to prove a point to get a slot. Get a start spot the next day.
Nuala Devlin, which got her third appearance in the championship, all over the bench so far. Orla Laverty has started 3 games, so she'll be disappointed to have lost her place in the team, and will be determined to make an impression over the next 19 plus minutes in this game. Antrim have a free, and Derva Cosgrove is going to take this, and you can see the angle there is perfect for her. Can she put this over the bar and put 2 points between the teams? So Derva Cosgrove for Antrim. Got 1-2 in the first half. Has got a point here in the second half. It goes over the bar. 2 points between them. It's 1-7 to 8 points.
Yeah, that's a great score as well. Like good free, nice and composed on it. Now this is where we're into the tight period of it. It's the next 10 minutes now is going to cause a lot of hassle.
And Antrim turning the screw the last couple of moments, as we mentioned there as well, and Clare needs to be very, very careful with possession of the ball. It's still all to play for in this game. Sinead Hogg moving it down the left-hand side of the field. Can this ball break for Aideen Hickey inside? Aideen Hickey has done well to beat 2 Antrim players to the ball. Crossfield pass in the direction of Grace Carmody. Grace Carmody has won the race for the ball, but hasn't got into her hands. Shauna Canny is there to help out as well, but you can see there's 3 against 3. It's like a scrum in rugby, and it's won by Antrim. It's won by Clare Carney, and Clare Carney will send it down the field again, but only as far as Sinead O'Keefe. Sinead O'Keefe on the left-hand side as well, has options to the left, goes to the right. The right is Ellen Casey. Ellen Casey leaves it out towards Aoife Anderson, who's coming inside for Clare, going for a shot at the post for Clare, and that's a wonderful score by Aoife Anderson for Clare. Puts the ball over the bar, brings it back to a 1-point ball game, 9 points to 1-7.
Yeah, that's great. Like that was a great score again. They're giving the ball to the player in the best position and getting the score, like, and that's what it's about now at this stage.
Back to a 1-point ball game. We're not at the 3/4 mark of the game yet. Anya Graham for Antrim. Down the field. Might break here for Breed McGill. Breed McGill trying to work away inside, but has lost out. Got her pocket picked by Rachel Kelly. And Rachel Kelly lays the ball off to Kate O'Gorman, who sends it up the field. But Kate O'Gorman has found Megan McGarry more times than she cares in this game. Sinead Cosgrove tries to move it in towards the middle of the field. Emma Laverty there with possession for Antrim, but just can't get the ball into her hand. Good work being applied by Sinead Sinead O'Keefe, but Antrim eventually move it up the field and trying to move it into an attacking position. This is Orla Laverty. Orla Laverty, we mentioned she wants to make an impression in this game. She has the ball for Antrim, going to go for a shot at the post. It'll be her first point in the championship if she puts it over the bar, and it is Orla Laverty's first point of the championship. The Lockheed Shamrocks player gets the score, 1-8 to 9 points. Clare going to make a change. Yeah,
that was a great score. She won the ball, won her own battle. She turned and then she took them on and put it over the bar. Like again, it seems to be looking out there now in the last few minutes that the direct hurling from Antrim is working. Get the ball, win their battle, move it in, take them on.
They tell me in Clare that the super sub is Siobhan Lenihan. She's come off the bench 5 times in the championship so far, has scored 2 points, but she's coming on the field to play there. You would have heard the stadium announcer in the background saying number 19 replaces number 10. The number 10 is Grace Carmody in Clare, making their first big change, the second change of the match actually. So far, Antrim have made 3 so far, and there's a player at the far side of the field just receiving some attention, so we're having a hold up and play, and that's just going to slow things down just for a couple of moments as everybody catches their breath as we approach the 3/4 mark. I'm just wondering, is it Sinead Cosgrove, the player that was down there at the moment, there, number 7. So it was Sinead Cosgrove. Played in Ulster under 14 tournament back in 2010. And brings a bit of experience to this young Antrim team. Clare have given the ball away. Well, Caoimhe McNaughton did get a touch on it, but she hasn't got full control. However, Fionnuala Kelly might have more luck for them. Down the field towards the attack. Batted out by the Clare defence. They just want to get it away from their goal at the moment, but they're struggling to move it down the field. That being said, Abby Walsh is happy enough to take the ball. She went in a golden run a while ago. Nearly finished it off with a score. Sends the ball down towards the inside line. And the referee says there was a push on the back of Aideen Hickey. It's going to be a free for Clare. They haven't had too many opportunities for scoreable frees in the second half so far, but as the clock ticks 15 minutes and 11 seconds here in O'Connor Park in Tullamore, Shauna Canny now will get her chance to get her 7th score of the match. Yeah, like again, like they're doing the right thing. They're making it work. If they don't win the ball, they're winning the frees in the inside line. You know, like, and it's good. It's been a good play, and she's a deadly free taker, and she tried to bring the ball in with the wind, but just gave it too much respect as well. And the ball, one in each game now, after putting the curse on the free taker, so it is. It goes to the left and wide, 1-8 to 9 points. We can tell you Cork are leading Waterford by 12 points to 10 as they enter the final minute of the senior semi-final. We'll give you that result as soon as we have it here, but we're focusing on this Glen Dimplex All-Ireland Premier Junior Camogie Championship, and a foul committed against Clare. It's going to be an Antrim free on the 65-metre line. They lead this game by 2 points, 1-8 to 9. That's 11 points to 9 in anyone's language, and it's Megan McGarry that's going to take the free for them on the 65-metre line. And the College All-Star in 2019 in Ulster sends it down towards the attack for Caoimhe McNaughton. Caoimhe McNaughton with the ball there, trying to get a bit of space, sending it inside towards the 20-metre line, and Derva Cosgrove tried to get a stick in that, but it doesn't materialise for them. It'll come out for Fionnuala Kelly. Fionnuala Kelly with the ball there, looking around for options, trying to hold on to the ball. She did well to hold on to the ball. She's going to go for a shot at the post. Didn't get the connection on it that she wanted into the hands of the goalkeeper, Lauren Solon, and she gives it out to Sinead Hogg, and Sinead Hogg trying to work it out the field, but Clare are making hard work of this. However, Sinead O'Keefe does have it for the banner. Good pass off for Aoife Anderson, and Aoife Anderson goes in a move towards the Antrim 65-metre line, but gets picked again by the Clare Carney, I think it was, with possession for Antrim, and she's won the free in the process. Clare not happy with that. Antrim will have a free, and Clare just going to a stage here, Jimmy, at the moment where they're struggling to get a bit of a flow going. Definitely, yeah. Like the direct ball was working for them in the first half, you know, and they've stopped the run. Like with the wind, like whatever. When we were down there pre-match, like there is a breeze with them. Should be using that breeze. Get the ball to the girls on the inside line and let them do the work. Megan McGarry takes the free for Antrim. Fionnuala Kelly gets a touch on it. This might break out nicely for Orla Laverty. Not to be, because Abby Walsh is back for Clare, and she wins the ball on her own 20-metre line. Low pass in the direction of Aoife Anderson. This is good from Clare as they move up the field through Roisin Powell. Roisin Powell back to Abby Walsh. When they move the link-up play very, very well, it looks good to watch. But what can they get the other in the field? That's a great take by Aideen Hickey. A big score here if it goes over the bar. It's going to drop in front of the goalkeeper, nobody closing it in. And an important touch along the ground there by Ailish Kearns out towards the number 7, Sinead Cosgrove, but the referee says too many steps against Antrim. It's going to be a free in for Clare, and you'll be betting your house now that Sean Kenny will put this over the bar.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, like it was like that's great pressure there coming out. So it was, you know, like and that's what they need to do. If they do lose possession there, they can't let the ball out easy, and that's the reward there now by forcing that turnover by giving the free.
This game very, very tight. Never more than 4 points between the teams. Now it's in the early stages of this match. Sean Kenny getting ready to take this free for Clare. Her team trailing by 2 points. 11 and a half minutes to go. Again, you can hear her quiet. It gets for the free. She takes it, and it goes over the bar. So the free for Clare brings it back to a 1 point ball game. 8 to 10 points, Jimmy.
Yeah, like it is. It's in the melting pot now. Only about 12 minutes left, 12 minutes left. So like it's really in the melting pot now. It's all the next couple of minutes now again. And I see number 6 is pushed up the field too for Clare.
Yeah, she's getting more involved in the action. Kate O'Gorman has gone into midfield, and there she is on the ball in the 45-metre line. Clare need to make something happen. The two players tangle. Fair ball continues on. This might break for Sean Kenny on the 45-metre line, trying to find a way inside. Sinead Cosgrove gives the pass out to Aideen Hickey. Aideen Hickey moves within range, goes for a shot at the post, and again it's Anya Graham knocked it down. A chance here for Clare. Olivia feeling great save from the Antrim goalkeeper. They're queuing up here in Clare. Antrim's defence are all over the shop at the moment, and Clare will be wondering how they haven't got something out of that. Surely they would have thought they would have had a goal, but eventually the Antrim defence deal with that. Quiva McNaughton down the left-hand side of the field. It's back for Clare again. We'll get Jimmy's thoughts on that in just a moment, because we're watching Ellen Casey send it back in towards the goal. Ailish Kearns gets in the way for Antrim, but Clare are finding extra bodies. Kate O'Gorman is up there as well. Megan McGarry and Anya Graham. She leaves it for the goalkeeper, but Antrim are just having a very, very shaky moment. Siobhan Lenihan there as well, and eventually the free works its way Clare's way. They're going to get level on this, you would feel. But Jimmy, how did Clare not get more out of that?
I don't know, that's like that. You don't know whether it's bad luck or good luck, whichever way you were looking at it, but it's definitely it's great pressure in there, like, you know what I mean, like they were turnover after turnover, but you just need composure. Composure, that's all you need in situations like that. Get the composure, look for the right pass, and out we go.
Sean Kenny to level the teams inside the final 10 minutes, takes the free, puts the ball over the bar. Antrim will be disappointed with themselves, but Clare worked hard to create that scoring opportunity, and they're all square. I can tell you in Croke Park, Cork are 4 points in front, deep in injury time, 14 points to 10. Olivia Phelan is coming off the field to play for Clare. She is going to be replaced by Finnea O'Brien, making her 3rd appearance in this year's championship. She has scored 1 point already. Can she get a winning score for Clare with 9 minutes to go? Time will tell on that, but we're watching the Antrim goalkeeper goes short to her full back. The full back is Ailish Kearns, and plays out on the 65-metre line. As the battle continues for possession, it straightens out over the line. The linesman there in the look down from Galway signals that that is going to be a Clare ball. And Clare now again just want to take a breath. They've managed to turn things around after a shaky couple of moments, getting the last 2 scores to level the teams. And it's taken by Roisin Powell. The one number 5 finds another number 5, but Caitlin Crawford didn't take it in her hands, and this is Aoife Anderson. Aoife Anderson on the move, down the crossfield ball, in towards the attack. And this is Finnea O'Brien on the move here for Clare now, sent it across, looking for Aideen Hickey. Both teams have made big changes to their inside lines, so it takes us a moment or two to work out exactly who has the ball, but Clare leave the opportunity of begging. However, Sean Kenny might get another go for them. Has support, going to go herself to put Clare in front. Sean Kenny with a shot. You can hear the Clare supporters jump and cheer. Sean Kenny, I think that's her first from playing the match, but Clare lead 12 points to 1-8.
Oh, definitely. Like it came out to her, and she did the right thing. She got the good score. But that number 20, when she came in, like there was a scoring opportunity there. Just keep the scoreboard ticking now at this stage.
I think that's the first time in this game that Clare have actually led in the game. How can Antrim respond as we getting results has come through from Croke Park? Cork have qualified for the All-Ireland final. They've beaten Waterford by 15 points to 10. So Armagh are in the Premier Junior final. Cork are in the All-Ireland Senior final. But who else will be in that Premier Junior final? Will it be Antrim? Will it be Clare? The advantage is with the Munster side at the moment, but still plenty of time to go. 7 minutes remaining in this game with a scramble for possession is between the Antrim 45 and 65 metre line, and Finney O'Brien has the ball for Clare, goes on the move. The referee says too many steps against the player from 6 Mile Bridge, and it's going to be a free out for Antrim. And you just feel, Jimmy, Antrim are team who just need to take a deep breath at the moment and get focused again.
Definitely, yeah, just get the composure back, right? And then they just go at it, like, you know, like that's all they need to do now at the minute, is just get the composure, get their set-ups back, and go back to what was working for them, move the ball fast and take the players on the inside. There's
been plenty of swings and momentum in this game so far. No doubt there might be a couple more before this game is finally decided. What way is this ball going to break out here for Antrim? Nuala Devlin has the ball. She wears number 21, trying to get inside the full back. She's won the free in the process. The advantage wasn't coming. The whistle had gone before she broke away from the Clare full back. So no quibs really would be fair on the match official there. It's going to be a free in for Antrim. She's not happy. She won't get her goal, but Antrim have a chance to get the point.
Yeah, definitely. Like this is badly needed for Antrim now, just to settle them again and bring it back to a draw game.
Derva Cosgrove going to take this inside the D. It's a score that she needs to put over the bar. It's over 10 minutes. She 11 minutes to be exact since Antrim last scored in this game. 12 points to 1-8. We expected a battle. The referee's going in to have a word with the umpires, and I suppose this will be to decide if any further action needs to be taken for the free, going in, or anything happened afterwards. But he's happy enough to get on with the play. Clare put 6 players in the way of the goal. I'm not expecting anything special here, just to put the ball over the bar, bring this back to level scores. Derva Cosgrove puts the ball over the bar. It's set up brilliantly. 5.5 minutes to go. 1-9 to Antrim, 12 points to Clare.
Yes, it's a great finish now again. Like, in fairness, we've been treated to 2 cracking second halves of Camogie Day, the first game, and here again now.
So the play continues on there again. I'm just doing the top 5 times they've been level in this match, and all of a sudden Antrim now are getting their tails up again. This is good play. Orla Laverty with the ball, gives the pass inside for Fionnuala Kelly. Fionnuala Kelly for Antrim to try and put them back in front. Goes for a shot, puts the ball over the bar. That's Fionnuala Kelly, and that's Antrim are back in front, and just like that, they've overturned the deficit. It's 110 to 12 points.
Yeah, definitely. Same again, like same thing. Move the ball fast and take them on. That's what's winning for them.
It's only a few minutes to go. I was saying that Clare are making hard work in defence. They replied by hitting 3 points. A charge there against the Antrim player. No doubts about that. A Clare free out. And just like that, Jimmy, at the risk of repeating myself regularly in this game, Clare will just take a moment to catch their breath.
Oh, yes, exactly. But they just showed you how dangerous Antrim are when they move the ball, when they use the intelligence of using the ball. Like, that's what's, you know, like when they get into the space, turn and go.
Breed McGill is going to get a yellow card for that charge on that occasion as Michelle Powell gets ready to take the free for Clare. Yellow card for the Antrim player. 4 minutes of normal time remaining. 1 point between the teams. Will it be an all-Ulster final in Croke Park, or will Clare make sure that they become the second Munster team to be involved that day after Cork's victory against Waterford? This is Abby Walsh for Clare to level the teams again. Abby Walsh puts the ball over the bar. It's all square with 4 minutes to go. 13 points to Clare, 110 to Antrim. A wonderful score from the Clare number 9.
Yeah, great score again. Like, this isn't the time to work goals or anything like that. Just get the points, keep the scoreboard ticking at all costs.
The Antrim number 9 is Emma Laverty, and sends the ball in towards space, but looks like Sinead Hogg will win this for Clare. Just like that, you just feel it's all Clare again at the moment. Yeah. The purple patches are short, but they're exciting when they happen. Finney O'Brien sells the dummy to Maria McLarnon and now gets within range, but just, I think the hook came there from the Antrim number 2, and Megan McGarry was happy enough to take that ball and clear the lines, but it's going to work out for Clare again, and Sinead O'Keefe trying to get possession of the ball on the 65-metre line, leaves with 2 Antrim players behind her, though Emma Laverty has gone on the ground and is in a bit of bother at the moment. Play will continue on until the ball goes dead, and Clare will want to take advantage of this, but good block down by Megan McGarry. Megan McGarry with the ball moves it up the field as Sinead O'Keefe tries to keep it in play. Breed McGill back to elbow as well, and the challenge went in high. The Antrim player put their hands up straight away. I don't think there's anything malicious in that, but it looks like, well, we'll see what way the lines person, the far side of the field, interprets this, Jimmy.
Yeah, like I'd say it was more a blind tackle than it was anything malicious, you know what I mean? Like, it would be, again, if he's going by the way he's been reffing it, you know, it'd be a yellow card for a charge to the chest, but I can't see it being any more than that.
She put their hands up straight away for the contact anyway, so the referee is going to have a chat with Megan McGarry. As I mentioned, Emma Laverty is on the ground as well, and of course Sinead O'Keefe is down after that challenge as well, but it's the decision that's made here now is going to be important. It's a yellow card, so exactly, Jimmy, as you called it, a yellow card for the Antrim number 6. A fair decision on that occasion. Now we're going to have a break for a couple of moments as players from either team receive some attention.
Yeah, definitely. See, Antrim here, this is the second time in the second half that they've been down with cramp. All right, so like it is, so like people probably forget, like it's Antrim to Tullamore. It's a long old drive for them, so you hope it doesn't come into effect now coming down towards the end of the game. The big journey for Antrim.
Big blow here for Clare at the moment. You would have just seen on our screen there, 16 for 6. It means Kate O'Gorman has gone off the field of play. Coming on to replace her is Sarah Lucknan, her second appearance in this year's championship. But obviously an injury was picked up by Kate O'Gorman. That's why she pushed forward. This is Aoife Anderson to put Clare back in front. And Aoife Anderson puts the ball over the bar with just over a minute of normal time to go. They get the score to lead. Clare missing a vital player, and this is still all to play for.
Yeah, and here we go again. They're after winning it.
Well, Antrim have given the ball away. Siobhan Lennon wins the ball 2-1. This is the substitute, goes for the shot, didn't get the connection. In fairness to Megan McGarry, I think deserves some credit there in putting her over the shot, but that could have been the winning score. As you probably know, Jimmy, I have been asking you to think about player of the match yet, because we don't know how much more time we're going to have to play. Not just on about what the board official is going to put up in the next 60 seconds or so. It's Clare 14 points. It's Antrim 110. Erin Traynor will be on the field to play for Antrim in the next couple of moments. She wears number 20. But they need to get back on level terms. Sinead Cosgrove moving out the field to play. The referee said she was illegally stopped getting out the field. We're going to have the substitution. Emma Laverty is going off, so she's obviously picked up a knock when she went down on that occasion. And it's another big player going off because she's worked hard for Antrim, as has Kate O'Gorman for Clare.
Yeah, definitely. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it is. But at the end of the day, this is why you have a panel of 20 odd on it. You know what I mean? Like, it's not about the first 15. You do need finishers, as they call them these days, coming in, and now it's this girl's chance to come in and finish it off for Antrim.
So that changes 1 of 4 minutes of added time here. Clare 14 points, Antrim 110, that's 13. 1 point between the teams. And don't forget, if they do finish all square, we will be having extra time here in O'Connor Park in Tullamore. It's been a long day here today, but an enjoyable day of camogie at the Glen Dimplex All-Ireland Premier Junior Camogie semi-finals. But who is going to win this game? Advantage Clare. Well, Antrim have the ball, and Megan McGarry is going to take this free on her own 65-metre line, driving it down towards the house there, looking for one of the attackers that comes off a clear stick. It'll come out the field to play for a moment away from the goal. Caoimhe McNaughton trying to win this there. Did she get robbed by Abby Walsh? Abby Walsh is certainly there, has been supported by Roisin Powell, but Abby has the ball, gets a bit of space, and clears the ball for Clare down towards the 65-metre line. There's gaps in the Antrim defence. If Clare can take advantage of this, Shauna Canny didn't get the connection on that she wanted, and Antrim will win the ball. They'll win it through Sinead Cosgrove, and Sinead Cosgrove with a hand pass forward for Megan McGarry. It was actually Aine McShane with the hand pass, but Megan McGarry, the player that's driving it down the field. Breed McGill got a touch in it, but she hurt herself in the process. It's going to be a Clare sideline ball, but attention, no, Breed McGill is shaking off. Whatever way she caught the ball in that occasion, just caught it awkwardly. It's going to be a sideline cut inside the 13-metre line, and it's going to be taken by Clare. It's going to be taken by Sinead Hogg, and 2 Antrim players there didn't know much about the ball. It's going to be another Clare ball. They've gained a couple of yards, and Roisin Powell will be the player to restart the action. Antrim are making another change, and Bronwyn McGill, the other of those McGills, is coming on.
By number 22,
So Bronagh McGill on for Sinead Cosgrove. Sinead Cosgrove in the wars as well. Like both teams, as all four teams will play today, giving everything to this, and you can see a lot of these changes are happening simply because bodies can't give any more.
Oh, exactly. And that's all you want from your players, is to give everything. Give everything that you can, and that's it.
Finola Kelly, can she get Antrim back in level terms? Going to drop it in towards the house, looking for Derver Cosgrove, losing out to Michelle Powell on that occasion, but Antrim still have the ball, looking for a bit of space. Quiva McNaughton goes for a shot at the post, it gets blocked down. Good work being done by Rebecca Crowe on that occasion, and Abby Walsh has the ball again for Clare, bringing it out the field towards past the 45-metre line. It's going to be an Antrim ball. The clock continues ticking away. You can see on the top left of your screen, 2.5 minutes out of the 4 have been played. Clare have the ball. Siobhan Lennon finds Shauna Canny. Shauna Canny just driving it down towards the inside line, hoping that one of them can win a 50-50 ball as Maria McLaren tries to get it away, but she doesn't get it away too far because Ellen Casey said no. Ellen Casey leaves it there for Aideen Hickey. Aideen Hickey was fouled, and it's going to be a free for Clare. And if Shauna Canny can put this over the bar, it won't be one yet, but you would feel that Clare will have 1 foot in the All-Ireland Premier Junior Camogie final, and a big moment in this match is about to come up. We're in the 4th of the 4 added minutes. I would feel there'll be time for another scoring opportunity, but it's Clare in front, 14 points to 110. Another substitute off screen is going to happen, but we're watching the shot from Shauna Canny. It's gone to the right and wide. A reprieve for Clare. They're going to bring on Quiva Lally. The next chance they get, she'll be wearing number 18, but this is the moment for Antrim. Can they win this ball? Quiva McNaughton with it, trying to get away from Abby Walsh. Moves to the left hand side of the field, send it down towards the space, down towards the inside there, and it works out nicely for Nuala Devlin. Nuala Devlin has to get within goal. She's been marked by Roisin Powell. Gives the pass off. This is Clare Carney with that shot, and Clare Carney puts the ball over the bar. And you just get the feeling we're going to be doing another 20 minutes of this Glen Dimplex All-Ireland Premier Junior Camogie final. It's all square. I think the referee has signalled it's all over, and it's finished in a draw. 111 to 14 points. We are going to have extra time. Jimmy Greville, your overall thoughts on what we've just witnessed?
I don't know, that was some finish to a game, you know what I mean? There's nothing more any of them teams could give, you know what I mean? There was some composure there in the last few minutes, but now it's going to be very hard for Clare to get their heads back up. But they have to get their heads back up. They have another 20 minutes to go.
Another 20 minutes of camogie going to take place here. They were level 7 times. What a thrilling second half with so many swings and roundabouts, but it's finished all square, so don't go anywhere because we've more camogie to come here on O'Connor Park in Tullamore. They finished all square, extra time to come. The full-time score here, Antrim 111, Clare 14 points. So welcome back here to O'Connor Park in Tullamore and a bonus view because we're going to have extra time in the second of our Glen Dimplex All-Ireland Premier Junior Camogie semi-finals. As you can see on your screen, the full-time score after 60 plus minutes, Antrim 111, Clare 14 points. Now, a coin toss will take place here in just a moment. We're seeing Maria McLaren getting herself in position there for Antrim, and Sinead Hogg will be stepping in for Clare as well. Jimmy, what will be going through the minds of both panels during that interval there as well, because obviously this is going to test. We were talking about how much the game was testing the panel in normal time, let alone adding 20 minutes to it.
Yeah, like it's a tough one because like the team that was ahead going into the last minute, you know, like Clare there that time, like, you know, like they might feel their heads down a little bit, you know, because of it. But like, they need to regroup now and come back out again and get back to what they've done to get them into that position and just move the ball fast. And then the same with Antrim, like Antrim now, or they should have, the ante should be up now because they're really on bonus 30 now being in this position, like, so they really have to go at.
They are indeed as well, and a great point there by Clare Kearney in the closing stages to get themselves back in position. So everybody is getting themselves involved. Antrim are going to be attacking the goal to the right for the start of the first period. Now, how it all works here, just if you're unsure in Camogie, we're going to have 2 10-minute periods of extra time like you'd normally have across all the codes. Should we not be sorted out by the end of that, then we're going to have 2 5-minute periods. And if we're still not sorted, then we're going to go to 45s, we've been told. So there's a lot of stages we have to go through to get that far as well. But what we can tell you, these teams have been level, I think it's 7 times in total over the course of the game. They finished 14 points apiece. And now we're about to start off the extra time. So the match referee, Bernard Heaney from County Meath, just getting himself in position as well for the first of 2 10-minute periods. Antrim 111, Clare 14 points. Are about to restart this Glen Dimplex All-Ireland Premier Junior Camogie semi-final, and there's a bit of niggles in there between the respective teams trying to get position. You can tell how much it means to them. The ball is thrown in, we're up and underway, and who's going to start off this? Well, Megan McGarry has the ball there for Antrim, leaves it off for Caoimhe McNaughton, and Caoimhe McNaughton just trying to bring it forward a couple of yards, but it's Abby Walsh, the player, that gets in the way there for Clare, and Abby Walsh with the ball down in towards the attack, looking for Finney O'Brien, but it's Marie McLaren did enough there to allow Enya McShane to take possession for Antrim, and she'll move it down the left-hand side of the field towards Clare Kearney. This might work out for Caoimhe McNaughton, and Caoimhe McNaughton has the ball now for Antrim down the left-hand side of the field, and a good hook on that occasion by Roisin Powell. And Roisin Powell doing enough to overturn play in favour of Clare, and they'll restart the action the far side of the field. Roisin Powell with the sideline cut for them, along the ground into space, but nobody from Clare has read that well, and it's going to be won by Megan McGarry along the ground towards the number 20 Erin Traynor. Erin Traynor blocked down by Sinead O'Keefe, and Sinead O'Keefe along the ground again, and both teams just trying to get themselves settled down at the start of this extra period as Clare moving in towards the attack, and Antrim's defence need to be very, very careful. Bronagh McGill there back into defence with the bright reddish pinkish coloured boots, lays the pass off, cleared for Antrim down towards the middle of the field, might break nicely for Erin Traynor, gets away from her. Sinead O'Keefe trying to get a touch for Clare, but this is number 21 Nuala Devlin, and the ball just went out over the line as much as he tried to deceive the line's person. It goes out for a Clare ball, and Jimmy, I suppose this early stages, both sides trying to settle down.
Yeah, it's like the same again, like they're just trying to settle down and see what way it's going to go, but like again, they just need composure, like, you know what I mean, like this is where the management team should be getting a word into them, settle, there's still plenty of time to win this.
Sinead Hogg along the ground, down in the direction of Aideen Hickey, but Aideen Hickey loses out ball. Breed McGill had the ball. She's struggling with her hand. I don't know if that's from the injury she picked up before the end of full time, but you can see her just shaking off her left hand at the moment and getting some of the magic water. But Aideen Hickey is on the ground at the moment, just in the bottom left of your screen, receiving some attention. She's a sister of Greta, who's on the senior panel. She scored 2 points in the Munster final victory for Clare this year. That was against Waterford. The free taken by Megan McGarry. Crossfield ball down the direction of Caoimhe McNaughton. Doesn't work out for her as Roisin Powell fights for possession for Clare. And you can hear the timber between both teams clashing off there as well. This decision goes is it Clare's way on that occasion? I think it is. And Shauna Canny, is he coming back to take this? Well, Kate O'Gorman has gone off the field to play, so Shauna Canny is definitely going to be taking this. We're just feeling the gust of wind up here in the commentary box. And again, it's staying very strong, Jimmy. It's favouring Antrim in this first half as well. So if Shauna Canny can work a score, whether directly or not from this, he'll give Clare a massive lift. We'll see what she does with that as she takes the free, sending it down towards the goal there as well. And an opportunity there. Player goes to the ground. And I think it was Sarah Lucknan there that had the ball for Clare, and doesn't get it, and good defending from Antrim, making McGarry out to Caitlin Crawford, and Caitlin Crawford down the left hand side of the field again. They're trying to find Caoimhe McNaughton. A great tussle between Caoimhe McNaughton and Roisin Powell, and Roisin Powell wins it again on that occasion. Good ball into space here for Aoife Anderson. She scored 2 points in the match so far. Can she get her third and put Clare in front? Indeed she can. Puts the ball over the bar. 3 minutes 20 seconds into extra time. 15 points to 111.
Yeah, great. Like that was well worked now coming out. Like they turned it over fast again, and they moved the ball to the player in the right position.
So Clare go back in front like they were just before the end of normal time. Anya Graham restarts the action for Antrim, and down the field the play, touch it on the ground there by Caoimhe Lally. Caoimhe Lally leads it off for her teammates, and Clare will bring it up towards the 65-metre line. The battle for possession. Ball won there by Erin Traynor. Erin Traynor down towards the attack. Might break out nicely for Caoimhe McNaughton here. Caoimhe McNaughton trying to get ahead of Michelle Powell. Clare bodies in there, but they haven't cleared the danger. And eventually it just comes away from the goal out towards the 45-metre line. Sinead O'Keefe with the ball for Clare. Hand passes off in the direction of Sinead Hogg. What a game she's had for Clare in this match. And two players collide. The advantage goes with Antrim, and they'll just be going back for a free if they don't win this ball cleanly. So we're going back for the foul on Fionnuala Kelly, and she gets herself back into the field. A bit groggy at the moment, but this will be a chance now. I wonder will Derva Cosgrove, she is running out to meet this, so Derva Cosgrove is going to get her first goal off the extra period. Yeah,
with that win, it's a scoreable position, like, you know what I mean? But it's important that this is worked to a score, like, you know, because there is, you know, like we're nearly 5 minutes in now, so they need to get a score because the time will run out fairly quick.
Yeah, indeed, just one score so far as everybody's settling themselves down. The importance of this game cannot be overemphasised. It's a ticket to Croke Park for the winners of this team, or winners of this match, I should say, to play Armagh. It's been a long day here in O'Connor Park, but we've enjoyed it so far, and we're going to enjoy watching Derva Cosgrove take this free for Antrim as she sent it down, but you can just feel the connection there. She didn't hit that the way she would have liked, but it might work out for her as Breed McGill is in there battling for the ball for Antrim, but Clare just getting the bodies in the way again, and a good ball out to Sinead Hogg, and Sinead Hogg just knows how to work the ball out the field. Sinead O'Keefe, the player that sends it down, looking for Aideen Hickey, not to be for Aideen Hickey, and it's back for Bronagh McGill. Bronagh McGill to Megan McGarry. Megan McGarry with the ball down the field again towards the 20-metre line. What way is this going to break out? Clare fighting for the ball along the ground, brings it up towards the 45-metre line. Derva Cosgrove was expected to win the race for that, but she didn't get it cleanly. Abby Walsh again fighting for possession of the ball on the 45-metre line. And it's just a battle there, and it's won again by Breeds McGill. Breeds McGill turns on the left, goes for a shot at the post, and it's gone over the bar. Antrim get their equalising score. Breeds McGill with the point, and it's 112 to 15 points.
Ah, yeah, that was super. She just all she needs is a sniff of it, and she'll get the. She'll get that score.
In extra time so far, we've seen Aoife Anderson get her third point. We've seen Breed McGill get her third point. And now down the far side of the field, as you can see, there's pushes, there's shoves. There's everything you expect in a match, but of course some of them are illegally. And it's going to be a Clare ball, and it's going to be Shauna Canny that's going to take this. And we're just going to have another hold up and play as a Clare player receives attention. Shauna Canny looking for a ball, or giving some words to somebody about something she doesn't like, but either way this free is going to be taken between the 45 and the 65-metre line. So can she put Clare back in front? Play is going to continue on, even though Clare have a player on the ground. Just over 3 minutes to go to the end of the first period of extra time. So Shauna Canny with the free, looks like she's going to go across the goal, goes out to the left and wide, first wide of the added period. Not too many wides in the game, it has to be said.
Definitely not now, and but it is that win there. It is catching them a bit. A lot of girls going down with cramp now as well.
Yeah, and more substitutions will be made as well over the course of the game. Anna McNeil there will be coming back on the field to play for Antrim in the not too distant future. She's standing on the line, all togged and ready to go. She did start the match but went off. The number 15 for Clare is Aideen Hickey, and Aideen Hickey down the left hand side of the field gives the pass off in the direction of Siobhan Linehan. Siobhan Linehan along the ground here. Clare looking for a score before half time to go in with an advantage. When I say go in, that's more just a change of ends. They won't be going back in again, but it didn't work out for Sarah Lucknan down on that occasion, and Megan McGarry with the ball for Antrim. Down in the direction of Caoimhe McNaughton. Caoimhe McNaughton trying to get control, but Roisin Powell is there as well. But the Antrim number 10 has done very, very well. But when, just as I say, that is bounces, or it works out nicely for the Clare players, and they've managed to overturn possession and a crossfield ball, a late challenge in the process. So it's going to be a Clare free, I think, from where the ball ended. And we're going to have another holds up and play substitution for Antrim. Claire Carney is coming off the field, and Anna McNeil is coming back on.
Yeah, that's a bit strange. 8 was working very well there around the middle of the field, but this here now, you don't know what way the referee or the linesman seen this. It was very late.
It looks like Eve Anderson, that's the player that's down for Clare at the moment. Won a minor B title in 2021, and of course been very influential in this match so far as the clock continues ticking away. 8.5 minutes gone in the first period. There's bound to be a minute or two added on at the end of this. Clare 15 points, Antrim 112. These two teams cannot be separated here in Tullamore. So everything going quiet at the moment, and the referee is just checking. Is he checking another player to make sure that she's okay, or having a word with someone? I haven't seen him give a card or anything for the decision just yet. You can see the scoreboard there here. The flag starting to settle down. The breeze that was picking up is still there, not as strong as it was. But Eve Anderson is okay. She'll get back in the field of play. The free is coming from where the ball ended. So you can see Shauna Canny there just outside the 45-metre line. We're inside the final minute of normal time in the first half. Shauna Canny to put Clare in front before the break. Shauna Canny with the free, and it's gone over the bar. And Clare are back in the lead. Shauna Canny, 16 points to 112.
She's been very good today on the frees.
I think that's her 10th point of the game. So won by Caoimhe McNaughton. Can Antrim get back level before half-time? 2 minutes of additional time we're going to have before we have a change of ends. We'll take a quick break in that, and then we'll be back for the second period of extra time here. But it's Clare with possession of the ball, moving it out the field. Finney O'Brien puts it into space, and Aileen Hickey might like this if she can win the race to the ball. It'll certainly be a massive statement for Clare if they win 2 in front. Enya McShane gets in for the tangle. Play continues on. Brona McGill clears the ball for Antrim down the field towards the opposing 45-metre line. Ball bouncing everywhere at the moment. Can either side get control? Breed McGill is in there fighting for Antrim. The referee not happy with what he's seen, so it's going to be a throw-in ball on the between the 45 and the 65-metre line. So it's Anya McNeil up against Roisin Powell. Anya McNeil wins the ball, gives the pass off. Down towards the corner here now in Antrim. This is an opportunity. Nuala Devlin has the ball, has a bit of space. This is open up here for Antrim. She might send it inside. Send the low ball in. Lauren Solon comes out to meet it, kicks it out at the expense of a 45. Wasn't taking any chances with that. So Antrim will have a 45. I think the first one of the match, if I'm right. And it's going to be taken by Derva Cosgrove. And this will be the chance to get level, as you can see there. 11 minutes and 15 seconds played. Just to bring it back level, there might be time for one more play after this. And just the way this game has been going, nothing between the teams. And we go quiet again. So Derva Cosgrove with the 45. One you feel Antrim need is a tail-in, No, it stays between the posts. It goes over the bar, Jimmy. We're level again, 113 to 16 points.
That's it, it's end-to-end stuff now, and it's, you know, like it's all about composure now. Like, again, I keep saying composure all day. That's one of the main factors in it. That's a great catch.
Great catch there in the middle of the field for Clare. Looks like Ellen Casey, the player that took that on that occasion, moves it along the ground. She goes to ground in the process and has picked up an injury as well. Bodies are going down in this match. That's how much effort both teams have put in. Brona McGill for Antrim moves the play up towards the 65-metre line. High dropping ball in towards the attack, looking for Derva Cosgrove, but it's won by Michelle Powell, not for the first time in this game. Michelle Powell wins the ball but gives it back to Caitlin Crawford, and Caitlin Crawford down the direction of Fionnuala Kelly. Fionnuala Kelly, the referee blows the half time. There's going to be a change of ends, 113 to 16 points. And before my co-commentator takes leave of me for the rest of the game, Jimmy Graham gives your overall thoughts on what we've seen in those 10 minutes.
That was brilliant. That was, you know, like that shows out there, like them 30 players out there and the girls that are coming in from the bench really want this. They really want to win this game, you know, like, and that's what you ask, like, as a manager. And you know, when I know what them lads down there are saying to them now, it says this is it, like, you have 10 minutes now to get to Croke Park. You have 10 minutes to get to the All-Ireland final. Give it, if whatever's left in your legs, in your body, you give it. You die in that pitch, and that's what it's going to be about in the next 10 minutes. Whoever gives the most, puts their body on the line, hooks, blocks, turns the ball over, and just dies for the jersey today, and that's what's going to come down to.
We're looking forward to those next 10 minutes. Jimmy, thanks a million for joining us here in the commentary box. I know you have to head off for another commitment. We're going to take a break for a couple of moments here, and when we come back, we'll have live coverage of the second half of extra time here in the Glen Dimplex All-Ireland Premier Junior Camogie semi-final. The half-time score of extra time: Antrim 113, Clare 16 points. So welcome back here to O'Connor Park in Tullamore as we get ready for the second period of extra time in this Glen Dimplex All-Ireland Premier Junior Camogie semi-final. Clare 16 points, Antrim 113. Still all to play for. Who has it in the legs to survive this game? A couple of substitutions for Clare, and Aoife Anderson has gone off, being replaced by Grace Carmody, while Sinead Hogg is also gone off, replaced by Rebecca Crowe. So the referee just getting all these notes in place. There's another 10 minutes here. Remember, if they haven't sorted this out in the next 10 minutes, we're going to have 2 periods of 5 before we work out who is going to the All-Ireland final. There's plenty of substitutions for both teams. The 20 for a 9 as well will confirm. Is that, I think it's a Clare substitution, to be honest with you. It's not, because the number 9 for Clare is on the field, and that's Abby Walsh. So Abby Walsh on the move here, getting inside here now, and lands in front of the goalkeeper. Anya Graham with the clearance out. You can hear the stadium also saying some more substitutions. He's struggling to keep up with them as much as we are, but the both managements need to use the panels as best they can. Finney O'Brien. So Emma Larity is back in the field to play for Antrim, just confirming that as well. Clare with the momentum, attacking the goal to the right here for these 10-minute periods. So the battle for possession between the 20 and the 45-yard line. Antrim have the ball. That's back in defence here. Anna McNeil helping out there, but it's blocked down by Roisin Powell. Roisin Powell leads it over Finney O'Brien. Finney O'Brien with the play. The referee says it was a throw. The decision goes against Clare, and it's going to be an Antrim ball. And a free that will be taken by Megan McGarry. And say with substitutions warming up of players that have been on the field to play already. But we're watching here. Attack. Rebecca Crowe. Crossfield ball there by Caoimhe McNaughton. Emma Laverty's in the attack here now for Antrim. He gets a chance, swings it at the post, puts the ball over the bar. Emma Laverty gets the point for Antrim. And the first score of the second period of extra time. The Antrim number 9 just back on the field to play. And it's now Antrim 114, Clare 16 points. Short one there for Clare to Abby Walsh. Abby Walsh with the ball down the right in towards the attack, and Finney O'Brien trying to take this possession, but it's been stopped on that occasion by Enya McShane. Enya McShane down the left again. Antrim with the advantage. Can they get a second score? A 2-point margin is massive in a game like this. But you can see the commitment from both teams. This is Abby Walsh again. Abby Walsh, Finney O'Brien into her back there. Clare lose possession. It's Megan McGarry. Megan McGarry down the left in the direction of Orla Laverty. Orla Laverty trying to stay and play. Good defending being done there by Rebecca Crow. The referee has blown the whistle because the Antrim players stepped out over the line. So it's going to be a Clare ball inside their own 45-metre line. More substitutions taking place. Tara O'Neill, wearing number 12, not the number 10 we said to you earlier on, is about to re-enter the field, and she's replacing Breed McGill.
Number 11, Breed McGill, is replaced by number 12, Caoimhe McNaughton.
So we're just having a hold up and play as Caoimhe McNaughton is just receiving some attention. Darren, even though you might have heard the stadium announcer say the Caoimhe McNaughton was coming on, well, as we alluded to earlier on, thanks to Seamus McAlean for correcting that, the programme is wrong. 10 and 12 or the opposite numbers for Antrim. Either way, we'll focus on the Antrim number 9 because Emma Laverty has the ball. Emma Laverty with a little bit of space goes for a shot, and another score from Emma Laverty. Puts the ball over the bar, 2 for her upon her reintroduction, and it's Antrim 115. It's Clare 6 points. Sinead Cosgrove is back on for Antrim. She's coming on for Caoimhe McNaughton. So action on the line, action on the field, but Antrim 2 points in front with just over 6 minutes remaining, and Caitlin Crawford has the ball for Antrim. Sends it in towards the attack, and it's won there by Michelle Powell. She hasn't fully controlled it. So the ball breaks in the 65-metre line. Caitlin Crawford again. Gains a few yards. Manitoba going for the score. Sell trying to send it in the direction of Derver Cosgrove, and the ball goes off Derver Cosgrove out for a while, but Caitlin Crawford is on the ground for Antrim, so she'll receive some attention. Played in an All-Ireland Under-16B final for Antrim back in 2017. They lost the leash on that occasion, but doing everything she can. There's a change here for Clare, yes, because Kate O'Gorman is back on for Clare. And she's coming on for Finney O'Brien. I hope if you're watching this at home, if you're keeping notes, you can keep up with what we're saying to you here. We're doing our best to keep up with the substitutions in this game. There's so much going on. And I think the busiest person in this period is the actual fourth official, if you're talking about a player of the match, because he's been so busy over the course of this. Because there's another change happening. Caitlin Hegarty is coming on the field of play for Antrim. And unfortunately for Damon, it looks like it's going to be Caitlin Crawford that is coming off. So more changes happening. The fourth official for this game is Barry Nee from Westmeath. And he's definitely earning his keep in this game. As play restarts, Lauren Solon with the ball down the field. So the race for possession. Ronan McGill wins it for Antrim. Referee spots the foul, says it was a throw, so it's going to be a clear ball. And like we're inside the final 5 minutes of this period of extra time. I won't say it's the last period of extra time just yet. We'll see how it all pans out, but it is a clear free, and it's one you would feel that Shauna Canny needs to put over the bar. She scored 10 points in this game so far. Can she get Clare back in the game? Shauna Canny going across the field. Not going to work out the way she wanted, and that goes out wide. And a chance goes a begging for Clare with 4 minutes to go. And you can hear everybody here as the sun comes back out in the County Offaly venue. Anya Graham, long ball down the field. Looking for Emma Laverty. What an impact she's having at this stage of the match. Tries to turn her left, loses out. Sinead O'Keefe. Has across to Ellen Casey. Getting a bit messy there at the moment as both teams fight for everything. Tara O'Neill with a long ball down for Antrim, but it's won by Rebecca Crowe. Rebecca Crowe with possession. Player free is Roisin Powell. Clare need to get the ball up the field inside their own 45-metre line. 3 minutes to go in the second period of extra time. Good work there by Grace Carmody. Grace Carmody on the run. Might go for the shot herself. They need this to Clare. And Grace Carmody delivers. Puts the ball over the bar. There's nothing over in this match yet. It's back to a 1-point ball game. 17 points to Clare. 1-15 to Antrim. 1 point between the teams. Everybody's voice is being heard here now. In O'Connor Park as Anya Green restarts the action. Batted down by Ellen Casey. Won by Bronagh McGill. Bronagh McGill sends it down the field. Rachel Kelly up the field, but only as far as Megan McGarry. How many balls has she cleared over the course of this game? Hoping to find Emma Laverty again. Pulls out over the line. So Sinead O'Keefe along the ground trying to find Ellen Casey. Ellen Casey has the ball now for Clare. Can they get back on level terms? Hand pass into space as Clare fight for the ball that could save their championship. The referee says it was done illegally so. And the ball's been brought forward for dissent afterwards. Antrim have a free out. Less than 2 minutes to go. Megan McGarry is on the ground. Another Ulster College All-Star in 2019. There's 2 Antrim players on the ground at the moment. The legs feeling it now in these closing stages. The Clare supporters want the game to be restarted. But thankfully for Antrim, Enya McShane is on her feet. Will Megan McGarry make it to the finish? We're looking around there, no activity from the benches. And they've been very, very busy during this extra period. You can see there at the top right of your screen, 1 minute of normal time remaining. And Megan McGarry is in discomfort. Play has restarted. Megan McGarry off screen trying to walk it off. We're watching the attack here as Antrim look for the one more score that will probably make sure of the job. Clare desperately trying to get the ball. This is Anna McNeil. Anna McNeil sends it in towards the house here, looking for a player. Lauren Solon is the player that wins it. She's the goalkeeper for Clare, and she'll get it out the field. Out between the two 65-metre lines. And Tara O'Neill was there to meet it, but Clare have the ball. Siobhan Lennon with the pass out to the right to Shauna Canny. Shauna Canny trying to get this into her hands, but meets Eilish Kearns, who's come out to the 40. Megan McGarry playing deep in the closing stages. Tara O'Neill there as well for Antrim. Trying to hold on. The 10 minutes have been played. We're keeping an eye on the fourth official. We'll tell you as soon as he indicates 3 minutes are going to be played. So we've 3 more minutes for Clare to save this game, or for Antrim to book their ticket to Croke Park. Eilish Kearns gets hooked down by Aideen Hickey. But Antrim have the ball. If you're only coming to us late here, the team in green is Antrim. The team in white is Clare. Siobhan Lennon with a shot towards the post. Into the hands of the goalkeeper, Anya Graham. And Anya Graham spots a player free, and that's Anna McNeil. And Anna McNeil has the whole space of O'Connor Park in Tullamore to go striding up the field and gets near the 65-metre line before being met by Abby Walsh. Down in towards the attack, the full-back, Michelle Powell. A great performer for Clare, she has been in this game. Brings it up towards the 45-metre line. The interception. Antrim have the ball again through Sinead Cosgrove. Sinead Cosgrove down towards the 45. Won by Rachel Kelly. Clare, 2 minutes to go in the game. They trail by a point, but they just can't get a flow going here as Abby Walsh tries to win the ball. Ellen Casey is there as well, but this is Sinead O'Keefe. Sinead O'Keefe for Clare trying to find a way inside, get within range. They're inside the 45. This is a big chance for Clare. The jersey was pulled, the free's been given. Clare are going to get a chance to level the teams. Grace Carmody wins the free. Aisling Cooney will be coming on for Clare shortly. It looks like for Shauna Canny. Well, or Shauna Canny coming back on maybe. I didn't see her go off in the first place. There's so much going on. Or is this one of these American football situations where we're bringing on someone to take the free? As I mentioned, there's been so much happening on the line that it's hard to know who's on or off, but a 21 for 13 was flashed. And Shauna Canny just came back on the field to play. So Shauna Canny to take the free for Clare. There's bound to be a play after this, but this to level it again. They've been leveled 9 times in this game to put it all square for the 10th. Shauna Canny, it's within range. Dealing with the breeze, takes the free. She didn't get the connection on it. It's gone out for a 45. Well, you would have bet your house on that going over the bar. But it goes to show you shouldn't bet full stop. She'll have another go, but a more difficult ball. Look at one of the Clare supporters, his hands behind his head. He doesn't know what to make of it. This is another opportunity for Clare. And they're going to change the free taker. I think Kate O'Gorman is going to take this. It's not actually. It's going to be Sarah Lucknan. So Sarah Lucknan for Clare. A big moment to step in and take this 45 to level the teams. 3.5 minutes have been played. She takes it. She takes it. It's gone over the bar. It went over stick, but it's gone over the bar. And Clare are level again. Are we going to have another period of extra time? The referee is blowing the whistle. We're not done here in O'Connor Park in Tullamore yet. Clare get the 2 scores from Grace Carmody and from Sarah Lucknan to level the teams. It's Clare 18 points. It's Antrim 115. We're going to take another break for a couple of minutes. When we come back,
2 further periods of extra time.
So welcome back here to O'Connor Park in Tullamore for extra time. We're going to have 2 5-minute periods here to see if we can separate Antrim against Clare, and if not, we're going to be going to 45s, so we've been told, and you will rule nothing out at this stage. Interestingly, there the stadium announcer here in Tullamore announced just before we came back on air, asking supporters not to go on the field to play at the end of the game because there's a hurling match scheduled to take place afterwards that weren't counting on an additional 30 plus minutes of being played, but that'll be very well to do anyway. But we'll see how that all pans out, because that match could be getting delayed anyway, but we'll see how that works out. As you can see in the field of play, positions are changing, numbers are changing the whole time. But 2 5-minute periods coming up as we get ready to restart the action. It's Antrim 115. It's Clare 18 points. Will there be a winner over the next 10 minutes of camogie? We will see. More substitutes no doubt will be coming on the field to play again. So the referee, Bernard Heaney from County Meath, just checking all these watches. They've been busy today. Will it be Antrim? Will it be Clare? Feels like an age ago since Armagh qualified for the All-Ireland Premier Junior Camogie Final. We're aware the senior game has already started in Croke Park, the second senior semi-final. We'll keep you updated on how that is panning out as well. But there's been changes. So that change that didn't actually happen, because I think it didn't happen because of the late free there has happened now. Sean Kenny has gone off the field to play. Aisling Cooney on for Clare, but we'll watch the attack here at the moment as Antrim take possession through Maria McLarnon. Maria McLarnon with a long ball down towards the opposing 45-metre line, batted down by Rachel Kelly. 3 points to 1 to Kilkenny is the latest score in Croke Park after 10 minutes. That's the senior semi-final, but our eyes are glued on this match as Anna McNeil tries to find a way through for Antrim. Abby Walsh pounds the ball the ground with her hurl. It's a free for Antrim, and it's going to be Megan McGarry that's going to take this on the 65-metre line. Can she get the first score of extra time? And that's what we're calling it here, as you can see on the top left of your screen. Extra. Read all about it, watch all about it. Megan McGarry with the ball, it's gone over the bar, and I didn't think that was going to travel. We were waiting for somebody to get a hand in it, but Megan McGarry, the centre back for Antrim, has put the ball over the bar, and it's Antrim 116. It's Clare 18 points, and the Saffrons from Ulster strike the first blow of this period against the Saffrons from Munster. Megan McGarry with the ball again, gives it off to Enya McShane. Enya McShane down towards the attack, looking for Sinead Cosgrove. Took the challenge from Roisin Powell. Play continues on. Tara O'Neill sending in towards the attack. The battle on the 20-metre line as Michelle Powell tries to keep them out. Derva Cosgrove with the ball, turns on the left, crossfield ball looking for someone, but it's going to be cut out by Roisin Powell. And Roisin Powell will bring it out towards the 65-metre line. Grace Carmody, since she came back on the field of play, has been very productive, has gone to ground there at the moment, concerned for herself. Anna McNeil, another player that's been very positive since we turned into action, sends it in towards the inside line. This is the opportunity for Nuala Devlin. Nuala Devlin trying to find a way inside. The referee says too many steps. She puts the hands up, but it doesn't matter. It's going to be a free out for Clare. We're nearly halfway through the first period of the extra time. And attention for Grace Carmody. As I mentioned earlier on, sister of Quiva, who's part of the senior setup. She won an under-14B Féile title with Kilmaley in the past, and a very vital point for the banner in the closing stages of extra time. It's not the first time Clare have been in this position this year, first time this team have been in this position. Their seniors had to go to extra time against Cork in the Munster final earlier in the year, lost out on that occasion. Cork, of course, have qualified for the All-Ireland Senior Camogie Final. This doesn't look good, though, for Grace Carmody. It looks like she'd have to go off. And Regan Conway, who's a player that would probably be surprised she's not in the Clare starting team. She scored 4-5 in the championship this year. Is about to make her appearance in the game. So, outside the 45-metre line. Wind again picking up, and it does favour Antrim in the first half, but concern here now. She went down there very quickly. Coming in to help out as well as Sinead Cosgrove, or Sinead O'Keefe, sorry. So I'm not too sure we need a stretcher here.
Substitution on the Clare team. Number 10, Grace Carmody, is replaced by number 23, Regan Conway.
So the substitution, as you've heard in the background, is made official. Regan Conway will come on the field to play. Could she be the hero for Clare in this game? But of course, all concerned at the moment for Grace Carmody. And I think we're going to have much more than 5 minutes in this first period of extra time. Antrim are making a change as well. Breed McGill is coming back on. She's going to replace Fionnuala Kelly. So, thankfully though, Grace Carmody is sitting up.
Breed McGill is replaced by number 17, Fionnuala Kelly.
So, our afternoon is over. So a blow for Grace Carmody, especially the impact she was having upon her reintroduction. She goes off the field to play. You do have to feel though how much these two teams have put into this. What else are the squad's going to be like for the winning team? Grace Carmody goes off, is carried off the field. And she'll receive some attention here in the main stand. So we can see her at the moment, she's sitting up. 4 added minutes at the end of this first period. We've already played 30 seconds. This is Regan Conway. Regan Conway trying to find a way inside. Giving the pass off for Ellen Casey. Ellen Casey going for a shot for Clare. Their team 1 point down. The Antrim defence need to be careful. Ailish Kearns.
4 minutes additional time.
Ailish Kearns with the pass out to the right. And it's cleared again for Antrim down towards the middle of the field. But Dervik Cosgrove out getting fouled. Kicks the ball ahead but can't keep it in play, so it's going to be a Clare sideline cut in just inside their own 45-metre line. 3 more minutes to play in this first period. There'll be a quick switch of ends. We go again. Antrim 116, Clare 18 points. The teams have been levelled 10 times in this match. Ellen Casey, worth number 11, wants to make them level for the 11th time, but just let the ball go out over the line. So if the line's person Louise Riley from Cavan in front of us. So it's going to be an Antrim ball. Emma Laverty back out in the tick of the action when she came back on. She went into full forward, got a couple of points at the start of extra time. Now what can she do? It's a war of attrition here now for both these teams. In the direction of Tara O'Neill. Tara O'Neill has the ball. Can she lay it off? Not to be. Good work again by Ellen Casey getting involved there. Abby Walsh is there as well for Clare. Ball breaks out. Good work there. The Clare management claiming it's off the ground. I'm not too sure about that. Either way, Breach McGill gives the ball to Anna McNeil. Anna McNeil blocked down there by Quiva Lally for Clare. She wears number 18. Clare have the ball back. Sinead O'Keefe sends a pass across, but an open pass is won by Antrim. Tara O'Neill sends it in towards goal. Clare need to be very careful here. Lauren Solon has the ball, has support around her, but we're put under pressure by Nuala Devlin. Lauren Solon again with the ball, keeps it in play, tries to clear it out the field, only as far as Emma Laverty. Emma Laverty looking for the space for Antrim, and she did get the space for the shot, but good defending by Clare. Closed her down. The ball goes out over the right and wide. By my count there, and I might have missed some, I think we've only had 5 wides each in this match. But it's Antrim 116, Clare 18 points. Clare restart the action. Ball kept in play. Good work there by Regan Conway. Give the ball to Sinead O'Keefe. Sinead O'Keefe along the ground. Regan Conway there again. Tries to get into space. The hands are out there, but it's with Sinead O'Keefe. Sinead O'Keefe to Abby Walsh. Abby Walsh with the ball, gives a pass inside. There's a big chance here for Clare. Aisling Cooney lays it off. This is Aideen Hickey. Aideen Hickey within range, goes for the shot! And it goes wide. For a moment there, we weren't too sure. But it goes to the right and wide, and a big moment in the game, up to go low for the strike. And it would have been a massive one, but not to be. Clare denied their goal. Antrim remain in front. But one goal for either team here now could well win this. Glen Dimplex All-Ireland Premier Junior Camogie semi-final. Antrim have the ball again through Orla Laverty. Orla Laverty moving towards the 45-metre line, gives in for Dervot Cosgrove, but cut out by Abby Walsh. Abby Walsh with possession into Roisin Powell. Roisin Powell turns around up the field, and the referee has blown bang on the 9 minutes, the end of the first period of extra time. One further score for Antrim has given them the advantage, 116 to 18 points. We're going to have a quick drink of water, change around, and we'll be getting ready to go with the second period of the second part of extra time in this game. So again, we'll just take a break for a couple of seconds, and the score here in Tullamore, it's Antrim 116, Clare 18 points. So welcome back here to O'Connor Park in Tullamore. You're looking at the Antrim team in their last chat. Clare have already got themselves back in position. Another 5 minutes of camogie to be played here. And it's Antrim who lead by a point. Antrim 116, Clare 18 points. The fourth official is holding up a substitution.
Dervot Cosgrove is replaced by number 12, Michael McNaughton.
So it's actually Tara O'Neill that's coming back on, number 12, replacing Dervot Cosgrove. So plenty of changes happening here as well. Antrim lead this game by 1 point. Are we going to have to go to some form of free taking to decide this Glen Dimplex All-Ireland Premier Junior Camogie semi-final, or will we get a winner in the next 5 minutes? We will find out. Antrim in the green, 116. Clare in the white, 18 points. Breed McGill loses out on that occasion to Sinead O'Keefe. Sinead O'Keefe along the ground. Foul committed. It's going to be a free for Clare, and they'll take it between the 45 and the 65-metre line. So Regan Conway takes that free in towards the attack. Back here for Ellen Casey. Goes for the shot to level the team's batted out. And thankfully for Anya Graham, it was taken by Eilish Kearns to fall back. And she sends it out towards the 45-metre line. So Aideen Hickey sends it into space, but Sinead Cosgrove back there fighting for the ball for Antrim. She's wearing the number 7. Anna McNeil will bring it up the field. The two 15s collide, but the referee says that the Antrim one collided into the Clare player. It's going to be a free for Clare. And the Antrim number 15, Anna McNeil, is going to be having a chat with the match official. Well, yellow card there. So a free on the 65-metre line. Sarah Lochdan plays her club camogie with 6 Mile Bridge. She landed a 45 a while ago. It is a bit further out, but she might have a go. It's going to send it in towards the house, up to try and place it. Might work out nicely. Ellen Casey with possession. Was going to lay the pass off there, got closed down. Good defending by Enya McShane. Sarah Lochdan coming up again, but the referee spotted the foul by the Clare player. It's going to be a free out for Antrim. And it's going to be taken by Megan McGarry. More substitutions are getting ready. Neemal Queen is coming back in the field of play, but it's Antrim making theirs first. Caitlin Crawford went off with a bit of a knock before the end of extra time. He's going to come on for Caitlin Hegarty. And we're going to have Niamh Queen on the field to play again for Clare in a couple of moments, but the free is going to be taken first by Megan McGarry. When she comes on, she'll be coming on for Ellen Casey. But we're watching the action here, and we're watching Roisin Powell. Roisin Powell on the move, passes across. Ronan McGill misses out that, but Aideen Hickey turns it away to the left. Sinead Cosgrove comes in to help out. Battle again for possession as Clare have the ball. Aideen Hickey back for Sarah Lucknan. Sarah Lucknan takes the challenge of Ronan McGill, who's going on the ground. Play continues on. The sister Breed has the ball. Ronan's getting back on her feet. Breed McGill. Oh, actually, Megan McGarry with the ball. Breed McGill was there, gives it to Caitlin Crawford. And Caitlin Crawford down the field of play. Just over 2 minutes to go. And the referee says a foul on Emma Laverty. And this is a big moment for Antrim now. That substitution for Clare is taking place. Ellen Casey coming off. Niamh Queen coming on.
Number 11, Ellen Casey is replaced.
Emma Laverty receiving some attention. But we're going to have a free in. And this free, which will be taken, looks like, by Orla Laverty, could well win this game for Antrim. The clock says 3.5 minutes gone. 5 in total to be played. Orla Laverty for Antrim to put her team 2 points in front. Of course, she's taken the free because Derva Cosgrove has gone off. Doesn't get the power and that, but drops it in towards the house. Clare defenders getting the way, but Sinead Cosgrove is pushed forward where number 7 tries to send it across. Nobody there to receive it, bar Clare defender. And it comes out the field, but they're queuing up from Antrim here. If they can get the ball, Caoimhe McNaughton missing that, gets it the second time. Vaskin moves towards the 45-metre line. Left it there in front of Niamh Queen, it has to be said. Play overturned by Clare, but they haven't cleaned the ball yet. Long the ground by Caoimhe McNaughton. In towards the attack. Antrim looking for their moments. This is Anna McNeil. Goes for a shot at the post. Going to land in front of the goalkeeper. But she hasn't cleared it. Nuala Devlin is there for Antrim. So is Sinead Cosgrove. The two of them working the way. Orla Laverty with the red and white helmet in possession of the ball. Nuala Devlin there as well. Trying to send it out towards Emma Laverty. Not to be, because it's cut down by Abby Walsh. And Abby Walsh wins the ball for Clare, gets it out the field, but this is Tara O'Neill. Tara O'Neill with the shot that might win this for Antrim. That ball is going to go to the left and wide. It remains a 1 point ball game. Is there a score here in Clare? Are we going to have more drama in this Glen Dimplex All-Ireland Premier Junior Camogie semi-final, brought to you in association with Rua TV here on O'Connor Park in Tullamore? Ball breaks down in the middle of the field. Aideen Hickey trying to get possession. Keeping an eye on the fourth official. I am off screen. He says 1 minute. 1 minute for Clare to save this. Aisling Cooney with the ball. Aisling Cooney with the shot for Clare. Aisling Cooney is the goal on the line. On the line. And the umpires didn't move for a moment there. I thought that ball might have bounced in. Clare aren't finished yet. They're trying to work their way inside. That ball nearly went into the goal. But the goalkeeper is out to get it. Anya Graham. Anya Graham getting out to Megan McGarry. She just lashes the ball, get it away from the goal. Tara O'Neill has it. 5.5 minutes gone, 30 seconds remaining in this game. Have Antrim done enough after a hairy moment in the closing stages? And the referee has blown the whistle. I didn't quite see what decision was made, but what we can tell you, there's going to be more drama. This is a Clare player on the ground. He's going over for a chat with his lines person. Clare Carney wants to get back on the field to play. Well, it has been something from start to finish. The 1 minute has been played, but obviously we're having this hold off. You couldn't script this. Shauna Canny is coming on again. And I believe this is a Clare free then, because Shauna Canny is coming on. Now, Sarah Lucknan hasn't been doing too bad taking the frees for Clare either, it has to be said. But we're having an Antrim substitution. Clare Carney is coming on for Emma Laverty. So this is going to be a throw-in ball. It's not free, but Shauna Canny wants to get on the field of play. So there in front, you can see Sinead O'Keefe going to go up against Tara O'Neill. Sinead O'Keefe, the white jersey, wearing number 7, where we're getting that Clare substitution. Aideen Hickey coming off. Shauna Canny coming on. 2 minutes of injury time have been played. Clare have to win this ball and get a score to force 45s, freeze, some form of way of determining who is going to go to Croke Park in an All-Ireland final. This is massive. The ball is thrown in. The scramble for possession. Clare have it through Aisling Cooney. Can she find the player? Megan McGarry gets in the way. Has the ball in her hand. Tries to drive it down a hook on the occasion by Siobhan Linehan. Everybody is into this. We're going a bit further. We're going to have a sideline cut, are we? Remember, there were 2 points in Camogie. So Sarah Lucknan, I think that was a sideline cut. Sarah Lucknan, is she going to take this on? If she does, this is to win it. Or will she find someone for the 1 point? Sarah Lucknan gets underneath the ball, but it's not going to find the goal. Will it find a teammate? It finds Bronagh McGill, but she hasn't cleared it yet. Clare trying to work her way inside. Niamh McQueen was there, but it's moving up. Is Roisin Powell, the number 5. Clare are trying to just drive this up the field like it's a maul in rugby. To get within range, if they're a quarterback, to win, to level this for the banner. Out for Kate O'Gorman. She tried to pull the trigger, but Anna McNeil has been brave and stopped her in her tracks. And the chance goes to Began. 3.5 minutes of injury time have been played. Antrim 116, Clare 18 points, and the referee, no, it's not a final whistle. Is he going to throw the ball in? We continue on here. Clare, Shauna Canny wearing 13 against Breed McGill wearing number 11. Again, it's a ball that Clare have to win. Won on that occasion by Orla Laverty. The referee blows the final whistle. It's all over. And Antrim, in one of the most dramatic games of camogie you will ever witness, have qualified for the All-Ireland Glen Dimplex Premier Junior Camogie final by 1 point in the end. It was a game that had so many twists and turns. We'll be here for another half an hour just trying to update you on that. But when they had to step up, it was Megan McGarry's free at the start of the extra time that proved the difference between the teams. Clare played their part in a remarkable contest, but it's Antrim, a newly formed second team, that are going to Croke Park. It is all over here. Don't go away. As you can see, the heartbreak and distraught for Clare. Supporters have come on the field of play, even though they were asked not to, but could you blame them after that? We are going to have a word with the Glen Dimplex player of the match in a couple of moments before wrapping up our coverage here. But Antrim and Green are celebrating. They've beaten Clare on a final scoreline of Antrim 116, Clare 18 points. Don't go away. We'll be back with the player of the match in a moment. Aileen, just wait till we go back. We're back on. So welcome back here to O'Connor Park in Tullamore. I'm delighted to be joined by a very exhausted Antrim centre-back Megan McGarry. But beforehand, Aileen from the Camogie Association is going to make the presentation of the Glen Dimplex Player of the Match Award, and also the Beacon Bluetooth speaker that no doubt Megan will enjoy there as well. I don't know if anyone wants to take any photographs there at the moment, but we did that at the moment. And we did that there with you, Megan. We give you a box with the trophy there as well in a second. Now, I do have some form of a microphone here in front of me anyway. We're keeping it all together. Megan, I was just talking to you on the way over as well. Sure, try and sum all that up, what you're going to say. That was enthralling.
Oh, it was amazing, but I thought he was never going to blow the whistle. Just constantly point for point, both teams. It was unreal. I don't even know what to say.
It was a game that we knew these were two young sides coming in here ready to battle as well, and it really made progress over the course of the year too. And we weren't one bit surprised that we had to go as long as we did as well. But even said that there was so many twists and turns. You had to get the late point from Clare County to save it in normal time as well. Looked like he had the job done in the first period of extra time, and it went away. And as you just touched on there as well, in the closing stages, Clare are looking good to get another equaliser.
Yeah, it seemed to be up there for a long time, and this is our first year. This team is our first year, and we've come on so much since the start of the year, and just
I've said it on the record myself too. I was so surprised here that Antrim were put in the second team, but today proves exactly why it is, because the future of Antrim Camogie is flying it here as well. And a performance like that, and Antrim back in Croke Park for a second year in a row, different team, yes, but it's going to be a great boost for the county.
Yeah, just last year with the success last year with the senior team, now got the second team getting successful as well, so hopefully it carries on.
For yourself, Megan, I was getting very worried about you at the end of the first period of extra time, and you were hobbling there badly. I was fearing you weren't going to get out for the final 10 minutes, but I got the impression nothing was going to stop you getting back in the field.
I was cramping, so I took a wee step back into full back for a minute, and then I came back out. Didn't want to come off. Just push through. And
to start off that extra period as well, free, you stepped up to take it too. No doubt, with still 10 minutes to go, no doubt there's an awful lot of pressure going on there.
Yeah, I just tried to get it on target, and lucky enough it went over. I was just trying to get it dropped in, but happy enough it went over.
What does this mean to these young players as well? Because as I mentioned there, and especially when you beat Cavan in the Ulster Championship, that's when you really stepped up and started to be noticed. Your form has been good. I saw you in Dunloy against Armagh in the group stages. What a rematch, I can't wait for that.
Yeah, I know. Armagh have got the better of us so far, but hopefully we'll get them when it matters now next week, or in 2 weeks' time.
Well, it's a game we're really looking forward to. I promise I wouldn't keep you too long anyway. You're the Glen Dimplex Player of the Match, Megan McGarry from Antrim. Absolutely well done to the team as well. And you have all that. There's a box there for the trophy there as well. They'll be given to you as well. We'll let you go and celebrate with your team. Thank you very much, Megan, for joining us there. And as I patch that back away for a moment before we wrap up our coverage here in O'Connor Park in Tullamore on a day that will live long in the annals. And certainly, if you're watching this, and you know people that haven't watched our coverage today, especially this second match, make sure they watch it on the Camogie Association YouTube channel in association with Rua TV sometime over the course of the day or the course of the weekend, because it just goes to show how strong Camogie is at the moment. Where here we are, two epic Premier Junior Glen Dimplex All-Ireland Camogie semi-finals. Armagh winning the first game earlier on 114 to 2-3, but here after two extra time, 1 point between the teams and so much drama in the closing stages. Indeed, Clare nearly coming close to a goal. It didn't be for them. Real distraught and disappointment for Clare. The second time it's happened to them this year, but they'll come back to fight another day. But for Antrim, they're going to Croke Park. They're going to the All-Ireland final. That is on Sunday the 7th of August in Croke Park. A game we can't wait to see. I'd like to thank all the lads, Tomas, Willie and Johnny as well today, and Jimmy Greville, who was with us earlier on in our match commentary team. I'm Darren Kelly. I hope you enjoyed our coverage. It's all over here in O'Connor Park, and Antrim are through to the final. The final score after extra time, Antrim 116, Clare 18 points.